Good morning, gamers. How are you? Happy Sunday. Another day. Another VTuber news as always. How are you guys? What's up? Good morning. I see you. Hi, everybody. What's up? How are you? Oh my gosh. Goodness golly gracious, chat. We got some news to talk about today. My gosh. I thought today was going to be a pretty chill day for news. Yeah, no. I think I've learned my lessons. It's never going to be a chill day for news. Let's be real. Every time I disillusion myself, I'm like, dude, I'm finally going to have a day. We're bold. No, where I feel like everything is going to be so chill. Nah, dude, there's always something. We got people, merch companies scamming people. We got some jokes out here that we need to take a look at going on with Cha-Cha that has caused a huge eyeballs. It's also caused a huge amount of backlash. So we do need to take a look at what is going on with Cha-Cha here in a recent joke about Fillion and Ice. No, not the mirror dimension. Fuck. Not the mirror dimension. VTuber joke sparks backlash. Well, I can already guess who this is. Yeah, I think it's pretty clear who it's about. So Twitter Freaks Infinite isn't a day ending in one. Not Cha-Cha Chilla. This time, Cha-Cha VTuber Mom. We're actually talking about Cha-Cha VTuber Mom. So we're going to take a look at it. I'm going to see what you guys think about it. And we're going to talk about it because obviously this has caused a huge backlash and things going around. I know a lot of people feel very strongly one way or the other, but we're going to talk about it. Personally, chat, not really my humor, not my kind of joke, but I got some nuanced thoughts for you I'll share. So,
oh my God, my eyes.
Thanks, Alderson. I appreciate it. So, but we are going to talk about that. Of course, we're going to be talking about a little bit of update about Bunny IU, chat. I mean, if you guys don't know, Bunny IU actually addressed the stuff with Lana, which is pretty crazy to actually hear that this happened at all. So we are going to take a look at that. Twitter Freaks going after Mama to must be destroyed. You know, I got some thoughts about the whole thing, right? It might not be the way that you think I'm going to talk about it, but I got some thoughts for you. I'll share those as we actually get into the topic a little bit more. I don't want to dive into it without showing all the context and everything else. So we'll certainly dive into that, but we're also going to talk about that. We're going to talk about a merch company scamming a bunch of people. We're also going to talk about, of course, some things going on with Casino VTuber card company using AI as well. So we're going to discuss that. And a very weird situation going on. We need Ninja Sanji, that is right. I don't know how to describe this to you as appropriately, but yeah, let me just say this to you. Somebody has made a weird AI ad with the Ninja Sanji talent Labubus. It's a very, very weird one. So today's the day when we approach a political subject, and I try to stay away from politics, but inevitably we're going to have to discuss a little bit of it today. So obviously I don't need to tell you what's been going on recently in Minnesota and other things like that, but we are going to focus on the topic more at hand, less so about the current events of what's going on in our world, right? Obviously, it's going to play a part in this stuff, but we're going to take a look at what Cha-Cha said here in a little bit and talk about it. So, did they perform the ritual with their Labubu? I told you, I'm like, it's the weirdest story I've ever heard, Ninja Sanji and Labubu, but we're going to talk about it. A little bit of Hall Live news. Plenty of other partner graduations, all that good stuff. So, very excited to discuss with you, as always. How are you guys doing? Did you enjoy tea time yesterday? Kuro, thank you so much for the 26 months. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you so much. Yeah, did you guys have fun during the tea time yesterday? I had so much fun. It was such a good time. I always love tea time. I wish I could do it more often, but it's such a big thing to put together. I just don't think I could do it more than maybe once a month or so. It's just a lot. So tea time is always fun chaos. Haven't had enough Ninja Sanji drama already, but this time it's with little boo-boos. That's what's crazy about it. Okay, it's one thing if Ninja Sanji fucks up. I'm like, okay, well, I can expect that, right? But when it has to do with fucking Labubu's, then I'm like, what the fuck is going on, dude? Like, what? You know what I mean? It's just, it's crazy. I remember be respectful and keep all discussions civil. Exactly. So, guys, I'm definitely gonna be calling for a lot of everybody being very civil, being kind as we discuss what's going on with Cha Cha. Cha Cha a few days ago, I haven't gotten into drama lately. Never did. Little did you know. Yeah, for sure. You know, some of my sleep schedule is really fucked up. So it went long enough that I ended up passing out thanks to work. Yeah, the best thing you can do when your sleep schedule is fucked up is just stay up as long as possible. Yeah, you just gotta like reset yourself. That's all you can do. Yeah, I need just Auntie and Labubu's are having a weird drama crossover that we're gonna take a look at. It's a crazy story for sure. So, well, I did want to tell you all coming up about my schedule this week. Tomorrow we're gonna be doing memes, and then we're gonna be doing a very meme review later that night. So you get 2 streams tomorrow, chat. That's right. I would be hanging out with Puppy. Puppy. Oh my god, I called her Puppy. Tuppy! Did I just call her Puppy? I'm good, bro. Now everybody's gonna start calling her that. Fuck. Everybody's gonna start calling her that. We're also gonna be starting the Elden Ring Garden of Ice mod. Puppy, Tuppy, exactly. We're gonna be starting the Elden Ring mod. Wednesday we have news. Thursday we have speed dating. That is actually being opened up to anybody. Yes, even you, chat, if you want to try to riz me. Coming up Thursday, so we're going to do that. And then Friday, I'm going to be doing news in the morning. And then we're going to be doing a overnight sleep stream. So that means I'm going to be streaming all night long. You ever go over to your friend's house and you stay up like super late, like playing video games? That's exactly what we're going to do Friday. So that'll carry over pretty far into Saturday. And then Sunday, we're going to be doing, of course, a little bit of Vtuber news that day. So, very exciting schedule. I'm super pumped. I've apparently died. Oh, okay, there I am. I'm like, wait. I'm telling. No, don't tell her I called her Puppy. Yes, an EP stream. A really late night stream. So, definitely be a lot of fun. I'm going to be playing like... Oh, wow. Somebody in chat actually likes me. Holy shit. We're gonna be playing like Phasmophobia, Night Rain, maybe some other stuff, so I'm gonna call it up and now. Oh my god. I'm going to her Discord. Like, Toppy, please, I'm sorry. Oh no. Oh no. I gotta get ahead of this before everybody starts calling her Puppy. I'm gonna say Cha Cha could have done a darker joke about it. Wait. Cha Cha could have done a darker joke about it. I mean, the joke definitely could have been a lot darker, don't get me wrong. I don't know. Here's the thing about jokes, right? Not everybody is gonna like them, and this is part of being an entertainer, right? Now, there's a lot of consideration. This is a very nuanced topic. I think I'm just gonna wait till we get to it, but that's the thing with jokes. Some people like them, other people don't. And that's just the nature of being an entertainer. So I think it kind of plays a big part into this particular topic today, but hey yo. When it comes to my start jokes, there's time and a place. Yeah, and that's kind of like I said, Ian, I'm not gonna say too much right now. I have a lot of thoughts that I want to share with all of you, but I'll tell you guys later about it once we actually get there. But I have a lot of things I want to say about that particular tweet. So, oh my god, maybe missing context with this scene came from what it was. Sure, we'll take a look at it. I would love to see what you guys have to say. We'll see what's going on. So, very, very interesting topic for sure. Especially with, I mean, we already know how the state of Twitter is, right? People like to knee-jerk react a lot, or they like to get really, really turned about things that maybe aren't the biggest deal, right? And so, it's important to consider that, but also, like, it's also important to consider when is the right time to speak up, when's the right time to fight for something, when's the right time to, I don't know, get upset about something, right? You know what I mean? So, and that's what we're going to talk about. Yeah, happy birthday, Derek. Plus, as somebody who likes dark humor, here's what I think part of those likeness jokes and making them instead it goes too far on occasion. I'm going to happen to apologize, take accountability, move on, sure. Twitter, know everything, sunshine and kindness on Twitter. What fucking Twitter are you logging into? Yeah, can you get me on there? Like, I'm gonna expect heavy disagreement with the host today. Yeah, you know what? We'll see. We'll see what's going on, Farah. Like I said, I have a lot of things that I want to say about this particular thing today. So, but I won't reveal it yet. Like I said, it's a very nuanced topic. So I want to make sure I approach it in the right way, right? Um, I know some people are very upset with Cha Cha. Other people are like, yeah, that's funny. Everybody's gonna fall in a different place in between, right? So, um, you as an entertainer, you're not gonna hit 100%, right? I mean, I make jokes that some people don't like, right? So, but obviously, with this being a political topic, it kind of, it elevates, right? It elevates to a new level. So, don't worry, guys. We'll discuss it. I do think it's a really sensitive topic to joke about, considering what happened. Yeah, bad timing. Bad timing. So, but I do want to talk about some good things going on in our world as well. Obviously, we had a ton of missed debuts. We had a lot of partners to celebrate. A lot of good things going on. Hologram came out. Hololive, of course, had some really awesome news going on with some events. Content that took place this last weekend. So we'll talk about that as well. So, yeah, so to say, I'm not really qualified to make a joke as well. I 100% agree with you on that. So, I think that a lot of time there's a lot of moral grandstanding, right? And if it's the right topic and it's the right thing that we need to stand up and have an argument about, absolutely, right? Is Cha-Cha's joke worse than other things that we reported on, chat? No, it's not. Like, there's a lot of things that are way worse than Cha-Cha's joke, right? Like, I mean, I feel like we should be talking about Halter or all of those other horrible people that have done really, really horrible things, like dox people or cause them unalive, right? So, personally, I think this is being overblown by the hordes of no-name tweeters. They're doing the usual, find something to get offended over to tear somebody down for clout. Many of them were found to have far worse jokes than Cha-Cha's. Not just, I would love a specific example of that. Yeah, because, like, while I do agree a lot of people do that, I don't know if, like, many of them were found to have far worse jokes. I mean, if that's the case, point me an example. I would love to see it, Got you, Noctis. Yeah, I mean, again, shoot me an example. I think she made a joke about it, too. I was just made a bad time. I agree with you. That's kind of my take, right? I think it was poor timing considering what's happened, but again, you learn as you make jokes. You learn the things that you say have, causes and effects, and you learn to, adjust, right, to filter yourself a little bit differently or whatever, right? So, I think that we have heard comedians make really crazy jokes, right? Like, I know there was I think it was a few years ago. I think Dave Chappelle was going viral for making some kind of joke about something that was pretty edgy, right? And so, like, a lot of people are up in arms, but I'm like, yeah, but it's kind of just Dave Chappelle. Like, that's what he does, right? Like, he's a comedian, right? So, yeah, I mean, I really have a lot to say, but I'd rather just wait till we actually, like, hop into it. Is he really? I don't know much about Dave Chappelle, but I know this was like a joke like years and years ago. Everybody was losing their mind about it. And I'm just like, isn't that what comedians do? Like, just make jokes? I mean, even if they're like bad jokes, right? I don't know. I guess it's good to always give your feedback about how you feel about stuff, right? Because that way entertainers and other people can look at it and go, you know what? Okay, maybe next time I'll do this differently, So, I mean, we can make a joke about this topic to denounce horrible situation happened, but then Twitter wouldn't be the one backlashing about the news. It just depends, right? It depends about everything going on. So, like I said, it's very nuanced. Did you happen to catch Anya and Abyss's debut? I did not get to watch it, but I did, of course, pull a lot of stuff about for debut today for news, so I will share that too. It's definitely a bad time for those type of jokes that releasing the joke that she gets slapped through their own shoe for a change. Wait, it's definitely a bad time for those types of jokes. At very least, I joke that she gets slapped. I have no idea what that has to do with anything Tarkin, but yeah, I'll say the timing was bad. To me, it's dark humor. Some people, I myself, don't mind it. While other more sensitive people will inevitably hate it, right? And that's the thing with humor, right? It's a broad spectrum. Some people like it, some people don't like it. Exactly. So, gotcha, Decoy. Again, this was like years ago before I was even like a VTuber. So, right. I remember all those Noctis but that was from a show. I'm talking about. This is like from a stand-up. I'll have to go look it up. You have to go look it up. No one likes Chappelle shows, Rick James jokes. Wait, didn't we watch those not too long ago, DJ? Yeah, I thought we watched those. The chocolate, exactly. So, well, I know today's going to be a bit of a hot controversy topic today. So, I want to remind you all, please keep things civil. Please have respectful discussions. I don't want to see any hate, or do you agree or disagree or whatever, right? I don't want to see you guys attacking anybody. That's not what we're here to do. We're here to talk about it. And obviously share my opinion about what you think about it, right? So how's your Sunday, Laura? It's good. It's good. I gotta say I slept really, really good. So, and I'm glad I did because today's news is gonna be pretty nuts. So, especially just for one topic. But other than that, very important stuff to talk about. Like I said, I think that even though today's news will not be long, I do want to spend a while talking about Cha-Cha. Dark humor is like a guitar solo if you do it correctly. On the right moment or the right context, it works well. If you mess up, it's just bad, feels bad, and sounds bad. That's a good way to put it. I mean, I think it's with any joke, right? So, yeah, I was gonna say, I think it's with any joke, right? Isn't part of comedy timing. Always something to consider. So, but first up, before we get into all this, how are you guys doing today? I know we started off hot and heavy, so I want to know how you guys are doing. What's up with you? What did you guys end up doing last night at your tea time? Have any more plans for this weekend? Tell me all about it. We're talking about Bunny IU. Well, you know the controversy she was part of almost about 4 years ago, right? End up sleeping the whole day. Dude, that sounds so nice. NVIDIA Microsoft is doing some stuff. Yes, okay, so we did talk about that as well, too. We actually talked about that quite a bit on Friday, but yeah, it's kind of crazy, all the changes that they're doing. So I know a lot of people don't want to be part of the AI stuff, but there are ways to get out of it. Are you playing Warframe? Nice. I still have never played Warframe. Love you to get a police called on her for what her neighbor thought was domestic abuse. Oh no. And she was just raging. Dude, I'm so glad I don't have neighbors now. Like, especially after that one person, knocked on my window. I'm like, yeah, I gotta move. Thanks, weirdo. I'm doing great at 3 a.m. Oh my god, it's 3 a.m. for you. Go to fuck the bed, dude. I will never upgrade to Windows 11 because of the junk AI code. Yes, it is a problem. I have Windows 11. I hate it. I really wish I could just go back to 10. I miss, my old computer has Windows 10 on it, right? And I use that all the time. It's my secondary PC. And I love it so much. It's my absolute favorite. Yeah, I really, really love it. But unfortunately, my new PC has the updated one. It's god awful. I can tell you, somebody who uses both at the same time, it sucks. Matter of week, I got into a verbal fight with my brother. My eldest great uncle has bladder cancer. Can you feel? I'm sorry to hear that, Daniel. I hope things get better. I'm really sorry to hear that. Probably not a lure PC, so you can use Windows 11. Yeah, that's what mine came with. I'm like, dude, I really wish I could just put my old operating system, because I think I would just put Windows 10 on it. You know what I mean? Warframe is a rabbit hole, which is a joy to see more people fall down. I will tell you, I know Koei started playing it, and she talks about how much she loves it. No, I'm not switching to Linux, dude. That's just that's too much work. I upgrade to a new PC since my current PC can't handle Windows 11. Oh my god, yeah, it's time to get one. Yeah, and Linux is too much work. I'm good. No, I'll pass. I don't really feel like dealing with that. Let me find tutorials how to modify Windows 11 to be semi-tolerable. A lot of videos. Yeah, so there are some really good ways to modify it, which I've already done quite a bit. And honestly, when I got mine, I just removed a bunch of bullshit from it, you know what I mean? So, everything's been fine. Linux Mint? What the fuck is Linux Mint? It sounds like you're trying to give me some gum. You're like, oh, you want some mint gum? Here, have some Linux. I know getting PCs will be fun though. assuming in video stories some bullshit, sure. Absolutely. Oh, absolutely, of course. Not a problem, Devira. I love covering news, and I love having discussions with all of you guys. As long as it's in good faith, as long as we are having a thoughtful discussion and we're not being hateful, I love covering news. So I'll always keep doing it as long as you guys are down to chat about it in a positive way. So that's what I'm about. That's what I've always been about. And that will never change, I promise. So even if it's stuff that's controversial, this ain't my first rodeo. I've covered plenty of controversial stuff, so this is just another rung in the ladder, you know? So, however, when it involves politics, I will admit, I don't really like to cover politics. I'm not a very political person to begin with, so, however, there is the occasional crossover like today. I'll try to do my best, guys. Again, I think a lot of us already know what's been going on in the U.S. You're probably very familiar with what is going on in Minnesota, what happened last week as well. It's a very sensitive topic, and it's a very important that you keep it in your hearts and mind. Whether it's not on this channel, right? We're not discussing all of those specifics, but I'm sure that there are some things that you will want to discuss with your friends and your family, maybe other people to discuss those things, because it's important to keep up with certain things going on in our world, and that's certainly one of them as well. So, Alara's an old I thought you called me a hag. I'm like, I mean, I kind of am a hag in VTubing, but if you don't know, maybe go out there and educate yourself, right? But it is going to be, what we're going to be discussing has a lot to do with ICE. So a joke made about ICE and some things going on, obviously, with the person that made that joke. So I won't keep you guys waiting. Everybody, let's do it. You know what to type in the chat. We're going to dive right into some news. I do want to talk about bans and suspensions, YouTube issues. We'll talk about debuts, graduations, all that stuff. And we'll touch on some few things before we get to the cha-cha stories. So, here we go, guys. Let's do it. Thanks for being here. I appreciate all of you. Yeah, I appreciate all of you. Oh, I gotta stretch. No, not nudes. I didn't say nudes. That's not what I said, dude. What do you mean? I didn't say nudes. Oh my god. So anyway. Alright, I got the phlegm. Give me like 1 second, guys. I mean, unless you want to listen to me, talk here with a bunch of fucking with a bunch of fucking phlegm in my throat. Like, I don't think you want to, though. Cha-Cha and her husband both like edgy humor. However I take it, they're likely to learn from that there's a time and a place. I think that's a good way to put it, Daniel. I mean, with any type of humor, right, there's a few considerations, right? You got to be very careful of the timing. You got to be careful what you say. You got to be careful of intention. You got to be careful of reception as well. Yeah, I think it's because I talked so long yesterday. The phlegm is coming back, but again, we'll take a look at it, right? Obviously, whether it's edgy, dark humor, whatever it is, right? So, we'll discuss it, guys. So, yeah, and I will say this right now. It's not really my kind of humor, right? I think you guys might remember I used to react to Vanos, right? After a while in the Goons, I reacted to them. I'm gonna be honest, their stuff was just so I don't know, it's very edgy. It was very dark humor. I was just like, it's not for me, right? So I stopped watching that kind of stuff. So that kind of stuff maybe, it's not for me, right? But for some of you, maybe it is, right? Some of you enjoy that type of humor. Everybody has different reception and stuff. But what I think is important is intention and perception, right? So anyway, we'll take a look at it. Yes, we're talking about Cha-Cha v Mom, not Cha-Cha Chilla. But first up, let's talk about some issues going on with bans and suspensions, chat. First up, here we go, taking it with Tara again. Unfortunately, guys, Tara has received another 7-day ban. Another 7 days for what? On what bot? I deleted all of them and stopped saving bots. Stop this, LMAO, I'm gonna throw up. I think this is absolutely ridiculous that she's continuously receiving bans, even though she hasn't even been live, right? She's deleted all her bots. Everything is well. This is, for me, chat, this is absolutely fucking ridiculous. I think that we have now reached a point where if Twitch is like rubbing your old VODs, right, for anything they can, just to ban you for 7 days. This is targeted, right? This is absolutely ridiculous. So now, she comes back from her stuff. She streams again, right? It feels like to me that if Twitch is not going to actually give details, right, of this sexual conduct, then they need to step aside, right? They need to be very specific, because if you're continuing to give her 2 7-day bans back to 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 back, I mean, like, well, what exactly is triggering this, right? If you deleted all your old bots, if you come back, you're streaming, and you're being very safe, what exactly is going on, right? So I really, I have some words for Twitch for sure. I'm hoping that we do get a little bit more of an update with this. I hope that she is able to have this overturned. I know it's not looking good, but the AI moderation is just horrible. A Big Lord, I think, is talking about the cha-cha stuff. And again, guys, sit tight. We are going to get to the cha-cha stuff, and we'll be discussing it. However, let's keep it on topic for what we're discussing now, okay? I'd really appreciate that. I know it's a hot topic, guys. I get it. I totally understand, but let's keep it on topic, guys. And of course, you can see here, guys, we have one on the 1st, one on the 5th, and one on the 14th. So I find this weird, though, that she had this one day here. She comes back, starts streaming again, and immediately gets hit. So I don't know, again, if they're scumming her bots, if there's something specific that she did. I don't know. I have no idea whatsoever as to why they're targeting her, but I think that there's some things that Twitch needs to answer for sure. So, and Tara, I really hope that they resolve this for you. This is awful. Yeah, this is awful. So, I promise you guys, I will keep reporting on it. Just because I want you guys to know what's going on. At Team YouTube, or I'm sorry, at Twitch support. And give her some support as much as you can. So, I want to remind this state that they've been banning a lot of trolls. It could be why. Maybe. Who knows? I think it's probably AI moderation in my opinion, but my very humble opinion, of course. So, but yeah, I think it's probably AI moderation. So, good news here for Arena. I just look like that after investigation of a lot of back and forth, Twitch was able to finally get their payout resolved. If you guys remember, this was part of this big, kind of like an AI scam, right? Or even like a bot scam. So they were getting a bunch of Twitch Prime bot subs all of a sudden. Then their 2-factor authentication was broken. Then their payment information was changed. This had been a really big scam going around. And people having to deal with it. So luckily, it does look like, we got the good ending here. My ability to receive payouts has been reinstated. After investigation, I will still need to wait until the next payout for what I was owed, which sucks, but it's better than not getting it at all. So, guys, if you're getting slammed with a bunch of, what's up here? If you're getting slammed with a bunch of random, just like subs, if you're getting slammed with a bunch of, while you're off stream, like subs or bits, immediately check your payment stuff. I think it's really important to look at that. Really, really important to look at that. So, in other news here as well, guys, something that I've been experiencing, which is why I want to bring this up, is Squatchon actually going on to say, hey, Team YouTube, I don't know why I've been hit by this block, giving many other creators, or many other people have their videos up. And the original JonTron video in Summer Reacts, which used this footage, is also still up. So they are referring to this JonTron video of Kid Nation that came out 5 years ago. As you can see, this is all covered by fair use, because you can check this out. You can see that he got slapped for, hey, copyright content has been detected. Now I will tell you what, I've been dealing with this as well. I've been hit by stuff that, by Markiplier, which I know that Markiplier has said specifically you can react to these videos. So I'm not sure why I'm getting slapped by that. I've also been slapped by Angry Video Game Nerds, so I'm trying to appeal that as well. I've had a lot of these recently, so again, I think it boils down just to YouTube AI bullshit, and their AI scrubbing, moderation, etc., right? So I always encourage you. Oh no, I think it's AI Kage. I don't think it's trolls. I really, really encourage you to always appeal these if you're a YouTuber or you're seeing this. Try to push back against it. I think it's the best thing you can do for yourself. And unfortunately, speaking of YouTube bullshit, guys, a little bit more bad news here, unfortunately. Taking a look here at Pillow Deer. Pillow Deer, for the first time since I started making ASMR in 2020, a video of mine was removed from YouTube. I was very shocked to wake up and see such a thing, as I've always had very wholesome role plays in ASMRs, and never in my almost 6 years have I violated any guidelines. I feel really heartbroken. It pains me to think that I've done anything wrong, and I ask no one try to at anybody to get the stream back up. If I did something wrong, I will live with it, but unfortunately, YouTube cracking them for a community guidelines violation, which is kind of crazy. I mean, I gotta say, I know Pillow Deer, they're very, very wholesome. They absolutely did not do anything that was like sussy, right? But this does seem to be in line with YouTube's targeting on ASMR. And I'm really sorry that Pillow Deer has to be the next victim of that as well. So, hopefully Pillow Deer can, recover that if she chooses not to. Doesn't sound like she wanted any help. She just said, I would live with it. But I do hope that she will push back against it. So, yeah, it sucks. ASMR channels are just being hugely targeted, right? So, oh, Farrah, somebody pointed out your comment to me. Yeah, so when I originally listed my title, I put joke in quotations, and then I was like, nah, I don't really feel like that's a good representation, so I took it away. So, that shouldn't have shown up on Twitch's end. If it is, let me know. I definitely changed that, because, even you see my Twitch, my Twitter, I didn't put the quotations there. But yeah, I wasn't really sure. Yeah, because I wasn't really sure how to represent it the best. I should put quotations or not, but I decided against it, so, I was in the stream alert. Okay, got you. Yeah, that did fix someone too. Oh well. How do you learn peeps YouTube on their bullshit again, huh? As always. So, yeah, I wasn't really sure how to, represent it. I was like, I think I'll just lose it, because I don't know if some people will be, all angry about that or not, but, oh well. Anyway, so, taking a look here, guys. Let's talk about hiatuses. Actually, just a small break here coming here from Hurley's. I say this might be a bit weird and unexpected. I'm taking a break from streaming for a few weeks. I need some time to reassess myself as a VTuber. The content I make, the streams I do on the way I interact with my audience. Yeah, what's up, Minecraft? How are you? I get interacted with this not making me entirely happy right now. Don't get me wrong. I still love streaming and love making content very much, but for a while now, I do not in most of my streams to a satisfied feeling. And I feel like I need to work on some things before I get back to how things were, or how to do things even better than they were before. So, I get that. Sometimes you gotta step away to really understand where you want to be. So, I get that. So, I hope you enjoy your break, and I hope it really, really helps you here. On top of that, guys, Tomo is also taking a vacation. Imagine taking a vacation as a VTuber chat. Could be me. Tomo going on to say, notice a vacation. I'll be away for the next 2 weeks on a rare Tomo vacation. In that time, I'll do my best to work hard and prepping future content to bring you all lots of fun, exciting surprises. As promised, I'll also relax a bit too. Towards another content will continue in the absence. I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Thank you for supporting this weird horse lady. Very, very exciting. I hope she enjoys her break. She absolutely deserves it. So give Tomo some love on her vacation chat. So some interesting news coming here from Inkly Puff. Inkly Puff actually tweeting out, I got a big announcement to share with you guys, but I'm not graduating, but I am pre-Gonagot. Hello, navigators and friends. As some of you are aware, I've been on a soft hiatus, and streams have been scarce recently. Perhaps you wonder why that is. Today I've got a really exciting announcement, personal life update that I'm ready to share with all of you. I'm expecting a baby. No, this isn't a joke. I've been very hard at work making a whole tiny little creature. Hunkley and I have so much to do until low time left, with only 3 months left to go. So, a big congratulations, of course, to Inkly Puff. It's definitely worthwhile to take a break. Stop getting pregnant! Yeah, just it's her fucking main mid. I love that. So, congrats, Derp. And again, I hope everything goes well for you. Of course, guys, we also have to talk about kind of a sad graduation here coming in from Face. He's Kokoroma Memory. That is right. Memory is graduating. They'll be graduating from Face Connect at the end of this month on the 31st. She'll be concluding regular activities on both YouTube and Twitter. Memory debuted on January 28th, 2024. So much 2 years, actually 2 years when they graduate, right, chat? Has been creating many memories and carving a path while being supported by many fans. After Memory's graduation, she will officially become a Face citizen. If you don't know what that is, chat, that's basically just means that she will lose the link. she will still be part of Face, but she'll go kind of more to like an inactive status, but she'll still be able to like be a part of stuff if she wants to, etc. Right? She might appear in little pop-up stuff, things like that, right? Her membership content will be taken offline after February 28th, 2026. You'll still be able to see your non-member content for YouTube and Twitter after graduation. Memory's decision to graduate was not made lightly, and we wish Memory the best in the future. Let's make her mini time at Face Connect enjoyable and full of fun memories. So, wishing Memory all of the best. She actually did come out with her own statement here. Going on to say, I'll be graduating from Face Connect as of January 31st. Even after graduation, my presence as a Mimo, a Face citizen, will continue to live on. You can keep enjoying content on YouTube, X, and elsewhere. I think you guys might be more familiar with like how Hololive does it, right? Like they might appear in concerts or little pop-ups, etc. Yo, what's up, Zito? How are you? So she's not gone forever, right, chat? She's just she's moving on to something else, but you might still see her pop up in Face-related content, which is still exciting, right? That's very, very good. Yo, what's up, Lynetta? How are you? So guys, let's get some big celebrations in chat. I want to see lots of confetti and woo yeah babies for all of these partners. And first up is Arissa. Arissa hitting Twitch partners. So congratulations to you on that. That's absolutely amazing. Huge thing here. I'll give them congrats. Heck yeah, we gotta give people love for that, you know? So, on top of that, guys, we also get a check over here on Blue Sky. Yeah, we're going over to Blue Sky. And of course, we have here is Pisani, who also hit Twitch partner as well. So, congratulations to them. Of course, guys, you probably remember Lil Sunny. We talked about Little Sunny not too long ago. Well, Lil Sunny also hitting Twitch partner as well. After 5 months of work, I hit Twitch partner on stream. So congratulations to them. Absolutely amazing. Dude, I love Little Sunny. She's so cute. Yeah, baby. And of course, we have Baby Pink. After 5 years of a spotty schedule pushing harder these last couple months, I finally got it. Thank you for supporting me through thick and thin. I can't wait to keep growing and cheering this journey with you. So congratulations to you, Baby Pink, on your Twitch partnership. Absolutely amazing. Again, you love to see it, chat. It's so tough to hit that milestone. So, of course, here we're going to checking in with Tomo as well. Not Horse Tomo, but the other Tomo. And so we made it. I'm officially a Twitch partner. Words cannot describe how happy I am right now. So big congratulations. I love this assist. Thank you, Tomodachis. That's cute with all the dino stuff. So congratulations to you. Chat, what the fuck? Congratulations to you on that. Absolutely incredible. For anybody that's ever tried to get Twitch partner, you know the milestones are really tough to hit, so it's so difficult to get partner. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a huge milestone, so we like to celebrate. Now, some debuts that you might have missed, chat. Yeah, baby! Some debuts that you might have missed, chat. Actually, good news here coming from Mythos. I'm lined with, Trey taking over and everything else. Well, look at this, guys. Your favorite, that is right. The God of Love, Aphrodite, returned yesterday, chat. Now, I did go looking for the VOD. I wasn't able to find anything. I think the VOD might be gone. But it does look like, this is their new outfit that they have upon their return as well. And a new ASMR. So, again, the VOD is down. I don't know if something happened, but definitely go support and check them out. We love Aphrodite around here. They're fantastic. So, speaking of being back, guys, I have even more people coming back, and that is also the big cutie here, Liz. That is right. You guys know Liz, Narwhal Liz, she is returning. So she's been gone for quite a while. No, he's back from like a break. He had some issues within Mythos. Yeah, Mythos, like, he couldn't like log into his account or something crazy, so...
The site doesn't work on Firefox? Oh, yeah, probably has some...
What the fuck is that?
No, 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 no. I didn't like that.
Is that like a TNG redeem? Please never find that one, Chad, I swear to God. Yeah, do not, never find that one ever.
Okay. Okay, I see.
Not yet, Ozzy. Yeah, we're still talking about debuts and stuff like that, so... Very exciting, chat. So go give Liz some love. I've known Liz for a very long time. She is absolutely an incredible creator, so happy to see her back. Of course, also, guys, another debut you might have missed is Shinozu. That is right, Shinozu actually ended up doing their debut as well. It looks like everything went well because they actually ended up getting partnered on top of that. So big congratulations to Shinozu, and congratulations on your debut as well. I know they had a bit of a Daki debacle. I'm not going to be covering that. I think some other people covered her Daki like debacle, but I'm not going to be covering that today. So, what good tuxedo. Of course, guys, if you also missed it, Akumi actually had a debut with her mom. Her mom actually frequents her stream quite often. And now she has her very own PNG.
Even if there's the teensiest bit of mold on a bread, you don't eat it.
Oh, you just pick that shit off. You'll be just fine. And it's a little penicillin along the way. Realistically, anything you have, it's going to take care of. So
They said that even if there's a little bit, it's like the entire thing. They said, but she makes it hot. I hate you guys.
I love how the mom's involved in VTV. Like, I love how it's just like, it's like a trope now. I love it so much. So, very, very cool. Big congratulations, of course, to Kumi and her mom's new PNG model. So, very cool. Of course, in other news, guys, here's another debut that we missed here that we got to talk about. And that, of course, here is the big cutie, Milky. That is right. In case you don't know Milky, she is a celestial cow VTuber who debuted her brand new cafe model. Take a look.
Crazy. Guys, oh my god, send me cat. Send me cat. What? Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my.
As you see, has a ton of toggles. Well, I think I zoomed in on the right clip for y'all, chat. Of course, she has kind of more humanoid form as well. Here, your human form, humanoid human form. I would say my bad, but I don't think any of us are complaining. So, I think congrats to Milky on her new debut. I really like this model. It has like cat ears, all kinds of cool toggles. So, yeah, that button is fighting for its life. Like, oh my god. In other news, guys, we also gotta check it here. Here's another website that people like to stream on, like Ebiko, right? Ebiko actually debuting her brand new model on some other website. You know, a lot of fans go there, chat. Of course, she was tweeting out, thank you to 1,300 gooners who gooned with me tonight. Made this to be really something special. I hope you enjoyed. So, very, very cool. Congratulations, Ebiko. You know, if you want to go on that fan site, you know, maybe you could go support her there. So, yeah, exactly, Noctis.
Damn it, Kirby, where are you when we need you?
And when we needed him, he disappeared. When people needed him the most, he was gone for 100 years. Of course, we also have here Hazumi, part of Hairs, who wanted to debut for their 5th anniversary, a new outfit. Going on to see the Lioness is a idol. Now it's time for a vacation. So very, very exciting. Big congratulations to Hazumi on her brand new model. But a lot to talk about actually with her today. Of course, celebrating 5 years. She said, I say this quite often, but if you told me 5 years ago that I would still be doing activities of Hazumi, I would not have believed you. Well, it looks like her debut went absolutely amazing. Big things happened, so much in fact that it looks like her model had some big changes, chat.
Presented us with some evidence, guys. Fungi has presented us with some damning evidence, guys. I think you want to take a look at this. I think you're going to want to take a look at this. Damn! Oh my God!
This Andrea effect strikes again.
They are bigger! Wait! Oh my God! Wow. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. The fact that you guys noticed that says more about you than about me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. Those who noticed that
This Andrea
immediately,
effect chat.
those who noticed that immediately, I'm watching you. You're on my list now.
I don't know. As a recipient of this Andrea effect for almost 5 years, yeah, I know where you come from. I get it. I love that. So that's amazing. However, guys, Hasumi actually announced something even cooler, which is her 5-year celebration concert coming up on the 28th, and it looks like she has a ton of awesome creators that are going to be part of that. As you can see all these pictures here and more question mark. So get excited for that. I'm sure some of you can already guess from the silhouettes who some people are. But we'll keep it a surprise till I announce it. So, or she announces it, and then I report on it. We'll keep it a surprise till then. So very exciting for Hasumi, and I'm hoping her debut went well. Looks very awesome, and I hope you guys will support her. She's a big sweet bean. Another news as well, guys. Spite actually went on to debut. Well, I don't know if you call this like, maybe it's like an upgrade, but she went on to debut her model, which is her OG model, her 1.0. She actually had her, new model mama create her 1.0 right here, which looks fantastic. Seeing it updated in all its glory. It's great to see the OG Spite, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know what to call this. An upgrade? Is it a model debut? I don't know. It's like the 1.0 design on a new model. So anyway, looks great. Big congratulations to Spite. I get like so nostalgic, like seeing this, you know what I mean? Side grade, like unilateral grade. So throwback, yeah, remaster. I like that. It's a remaster. So, of course, guys, also Camilla Bombette did get her new model debuting out as well. And here is actually KH, the rigger for the model. And I'll just let you enjoy the bounces for a little bit because, my God, they look good. Yes, it looks great. I love the shoulder dip, you know what I mean? I think it's so cool. I love that so much. My shoulders don't really like dip much, so I think it's a really nice touch. It's very sassy, you know? Yeah, big floof. Lots of big floof. Lots of big floof. So please go support Camilla. Absolutely beautiful. Camilla Bombette. In case you never heard of her, she's awesome. More debuts that you might have missed, chat. Yeah, I got a lot to talk about today. Is Freem. Freem actually debuted her brand new outfit. I don't know what she's calling this one, but I love the look either way, right? Looks fantastic. So congratulations to Freem. Yeah, what did she call this, chat? For anybody that was able to make it a Freem's debut. But Freem is cool as fuck. Freem is awesome. Yeah, very cute model, right? So, and of course, chat, we also have to talk about a huge debut that just happened here recently, and that is Anya Nabis. That is right. BB Biscuit going on to say she's so cute. And here is Anya Nabis, a huge debut. We have all been looking forward to for quite a long time. Coming here from FaZe Connect. Again, I've been waiting for this one. I think we've all been waiting for this one for quite a while. So, kind of a soft confirmation of something we thought. You know, again, I know a lot of us have been waiting on our potassium, you know, a little bit of a banana, you know, for those that really like bananas, you know, so kind of a soft confirmation, which was very exciting to see, of course. Of course, also on top of that, he did release new merchandise, so if you do want to go check that out, that looks incredible. Love this standing. Cute. But on top of that, even more chat, Anya and Saba actually share the same model artist, mama, who is Sheena 2256. So you can definitely see the similarities kind of side by side. But the sass is absolutely there. And that might have played a part, I don't know, maybe hypothetically just throwing this out there. This might have played a part into why the debut maybe took a while. Again, I don't know. We know some stuff was going on and their debut got delayed. This might be why. Maybe a consideration. Obviously, Sheena is a very popular artist, so could be why. But very, very awesome to see this. They look gorgeous. Congratulations to Ani on her debut. So, guys, I do want to talk about some debuts and debuts coming up. Sorry, no graduations, just debuts. And my brain is really moving at 100 miles per hour, and my mouth cannot catch up today. First up, chat, we have a little bit of a teaser here from Bella Luna. Says, wanted by the UBI, proceed with caution. Face Garu on the loose. Call this number for more information. And, of course, she's also said Stella Luna is missing, ... So I think we are going to be seeing maybe a re-debut coming up. I'll let you know when I find out more, chat, but looks very exciting. So, of course, also coming up, guys, is I is also doing, now that she's back, she is doing a chibi model debut coming up Sunday, January 25th at 7 p.m. CST. Let's take a look. Yeah, my brain is schmoovin' today, chat. This is what happens when I sleep. My brain works. Like... Very cute, guys. So go give some love to this. Looks incredible. Oh, is Dima the one that did it? Nice. I would always trust Dima with my model. She is absolutely incredible. So shout out to her. Of course, also, guys, checking in here with one of your favorite VTubers, San Sin is actually doing a outfit debut coming up on February 10th. All we have is this picture here, but if it is any indication of what the model's gonna look like, holy fucking shit, dude. They're cooking. I'm so excited for this. So get excited to go support San Sin on February 10th. Coming up very soon, chat. And then finally, kind of an unexpected one, but Pippa, that is right, Pipkin Pippa, coming here from Base Connect on the 22nd. Tuning out, we play a game I 100% did and never, touch again, right, for years. But I will also, with that, reveal a new chibi model. So this is coming up very, very soon on the 22nd in just 4 days. So if you want to go check out the new chibi model from Pipkin Pip-Up, that's coming out on the 22nd. Yeah, a chibi model. So obviously this is supposed to be Cult of the Lamb. So go give her some love on that day, chat. Very cool. Now, some events you might have missed and some events coming up. First up, guys, is Amelie. Amelie actually tweeting out that she was going to be part of the 200K Deadpool Invitational. Holy shit. 200K. Well, looks like Amelie tweeting out, we won. And a little bit of an interesting development here because, as you guys know, the longtime rivalry between XQC and Doki was going on. Well, part of Amelie's winning team was indeed XQC. That is right. Of course, with the other members here of Aspen, Sweet Anita, Aimbot, Calvin, and Warren TV. So, of course, she goes on to say, we won. You guys are insanely cracked. Thank you for letting me be part of the Avengers with you. So, let's take a look at the clip.
Okay. Got one. Got someone. Oh, huge.
Yep. Nice. Rocket.
They aren't touching. That's it.
Oh my god. We won.
Oh, yeah, we
one more, right?
Won. No,
that's it. That's the three. We won.
Duo grand final. Yeah. What a win.
Wow.
Thank you so much, team.
GG well played, enemy team.
Well played. No, Anita Jeff?
Yeah.
No, that's
MVP.
I know XQC was part of her team. Sorry. So, a huge shout out to the team XQC, Aspen, Anita, Aimbot, Calvin, and Warren. This was her team. So, I know that Doki was also part of this event as well. So, looks like the rivalry continues, chat. So, but yeah, no. XQC won this event, chat, alongside with Amelie. So, yeah, hopefully it'll be less of a dig to VTubers. Hopefully, we'll see. But, I mean, I'm not going to hold my breath or anything, right? So, yeah, XQC was part of Amelie's team. So, The rivalry continues. The rivalry continues. Yeah, exactly, Carson. I doubt it personally, but I'm not going to hold my breath or anything, right? So I love Amelie's new model, too. In other news, guys, taking a look here at CarrierCon, of course, coming up for March 21st through the 22nd. Tuning out the virtual cruise is back on the waves. We're excited to announce the virtual cruise is back as part of CarrierCon 2026 festivities. So, yeah, so XQC got carried by Amelie, exactly. Of course, guys, if you don't know what's going on with CarrierCon this year, huge names are going to be part of it. Of course, like, we have Miss Lala, who's going to be doing a special panel and a featured booth. We also have, of course, Made Mint, who will be part of this as well. So this is shaping up to be an incredible event, guys. So make sure you go check out CarrierCon coming up March 21st through the 22nd. Very, very cool. And of course, if you have also missed this coming up soon, guys, is WeebCon. Also, they are tweeting out here from WeebCon Official, the Oshi Lounge, and of course announcing all of these amazing guests. Again, this is going on April 3rd through the 5th at the Gaylord Texan Resort. Of course, lots of big names. Megalodon, Captain Hannah, Cha-Cha, Freem, Poison Maid, Ibiko, Heavenly Father, Pumpkin Potion. I mean, so many people, right? So, this is certainly going to be a great time at WeebCon. If you're going, get excited. So, oh yeah, it's, I guess it's that porcelain maid guy or whatever. Also, I just love Heavenly Father use this scuff-ass art. Like, is that the model he's gonna rock? I kind of like that. That's really fucking funny, dude. Yeah, Grammy, Ibiko, a lot of really awesome names are gonna be showing up there, chat. So, I mean, and finally, the last event I wanted to mention to you, coming here from Dreamy, is of course the V Auto Cafe, going on at the end of the month in Chandler, Arizona. If you guys remember, I did mention this to you not too long ago. This looks to be like an awesome time. Lots of amazing names, as you can see down here. You can actually go to this really cool event going on. And of course, they are partnering with Teacup in Arizona there. And you can get some special snacks and boba that are themed to these VTubers. So, very, very cool. I love all these cafe kind of like collaborations that they're doing. It's really, really exciting. Yeah, really, really exciting. Oh, goodness. Okay, I don't know why it's so hot. Give me 1 second. I'm going to turn on my fan. Yeah, so, like, I feel like it's supposed to be, like, really cool here this week, but in my room, it's hot as fuck. So I didn't turn on my, like, fan or anything because I was like, oh, my God, it's cold. So surely it'd be cold in my room, right? I guess fucking wrong. So anyway, chat, now that we've discussed that, let's talk about a little bit of corpo news before we dive into, of course, our big story. It's actually kind of cold here. I'm surprised. So it's like 50 something. I'm like, oh my God, yes, cold in Texas. Let's go. So kind of a crazy story to talk about, chat. I don't really know how to phrase this correctly, but Ninja Sanji and Labubu have had this weird crossover. Well, guys, there's this ad that was put out called Labubu Prison Break. And here is a full game teaser of this video, right? Well, obviously this person tweeting out, dude, well, take a look here at this trailer, chat. You might notice something very interesting. Now, my biggest question, chat. Oh, no. It's actually like an ad that they're gonna create this game. But my biggest question, chat, is why the fuck did they feature the Ninja Sanji talent Luca in this particular trailer? Why is the Ninja Sanji talent crossing over into Labubu territory? This obviously is not an approved game by Ninja Sanji. And so, of course, ArasuD going on to say, hey, everybody, please help us by properly reporting this any color. Lucas VR chat, Chibi model's been used in a third-party game. Please don't engage and don't download it. But, I mean, it's just absolutely nuts. You literally are like, Ninja Sanji Labubus had a fucking crossover. Like, what is this world coming to, chat? Like, The fact that I can hop online and risk single boo-boo 80 point should be a civil rights violation. Look at this Ninja Sanji. Somebody put a Ninja Sanji model inside of their weird little poo-poo game called Prison Break. What the fuck, dude? So, I had to show this to you, chat. What a weird, odd story, right? Really weird, odd story that I had to share with you. So guys, let's skip down to something a little bit more exciting with Hologra. And our Hologra for this week is here. This one is called As Luck Would Have It. So here you go, guys. Take a look. We love our holograms around here. I'm so sorry, Nick, though. Oh my god, it's me! Yeah, for life in the soul mines. What a weird story, though, right? Yeah, please, if you could report it to any color. As much as, you know, we may not like Ninja Sanji or Luca or whoever, right? I think the right thing to do is at least report it. How did she actually win that? Chat, don't gamble. Don't gamble, chat. What's that plus 10? 21. Get up. Get on, you know that? Yeah, let's see, all games are rigged at the casino anyways, so... What the fuck is going on? Yeah, very average hologram chat, so... Hope you enjoyed it. Always love looking at these with you guys. Of course, if you missed a chat, this past weekend was the big concert event coming here from HoloLive, which is, of course, this amazing, amazing, cute event. It happened this past weekend. So, of course, everybody going absolutely nuts for this. HoloLive, of course, tweeting out. You got to look at this picture, chat. So, for the Operation Heartfelt Cuties, you've got no choice but to love the strongest idols. Take a look here at these pictures, chat. I mean, absolutely looked incredible. Look at this concert. Of course, also Pakora tweeting out as well, thanking everybody for coming to the concert. Saying, Third Gen Life, great Operation A1, thank you, Peko. With all your cheering, I got an amazing burst of power, Peko. The nerves I had from the very start just flew away in an instant. I had the absolute most fun on day 2. I mean, again, chat, this looks to be such an incredible, incredible event. And remember, it's live, too, so... Of course, all those people are real people there at the event. Of course, Ashira going on to say thank you so much. I was super nervous, but everyone shouted out loud and strong. I got really hyped up, and I'm so happy. And I had a blast. And here are, of course, a few pictures from the event as well. Looks amazing. So, big congratulations to them. Man, I really want to go to one of these HoloLive concerts in person. They look to be so much fun. I'm finally coming to wrap up things for HoloLive news. The Fumoko twins are celebrating a 3D birthday live party. So let's go take a look here at their trailer for it. This also looks pretty cool. Wow! And they have like a custom world and everything for this, so this looks awesome. Wow! Now this looks great. Of course, the birthday festival is going on the 31st through the 1st, chat, so go give some love to that for the Fumoko girlies. Of course, also, if you missed it, they did announce as well for their birthday festival, lots of guests. First, you got Mori, lots of exciting people coming by, and they're actually going to be starting out their birthday festival with a game show, so I can get pumped for that coming up at the end of the month. So, you know they're always cooking, chat. You know they are. So some final things that I wanted to mention to you on the corpo side of stuff before we get to our big news today. Yes, I know. Thank you guys for sitting tight before we talk about our big story. I did want to mention to you some auditions going on. First up, guys, is Never Live opening their auditions, and their deadline for auditions is actually January 25th. So, of course, if you never heard of Neverlive, Neverlive is, of course, a V-talent collective formed in the depths of hell itself. So it might be the right fit for you. Take a look. Yeah, you know when Cali's part of an event, it's going to be a good time. Great bow bow from the top of the roof. The game chat, go check it out. I feel like it's a good fit for you. There you go. Even more interestingly, guys, is V4 I'm actually going on to open up auditions as well. Did you see us at Enemy Los Angeles this past weekend or spot us in yesterday's Sanrio B-Fest announcement? Then hello, we are V4 an agency, VTubers delivering creativity online IRL and in VR chat. Interested in auditioning? Acquire here. So remember, this is a Brave group agency, right? They are under the umbrella, but I'm kind of surprised by this. I never really expected them to be pulling out auditions, but again, if you feel like it's a good match for you, they are very music heavy as well, so could be good for you. So there you go, chat. Pretty cool. In other news, we are going to check in here with Hanamogi. And Hanamogi is, of course, a vampire VTuber affiliated with V-Bop Project. Here's their model. They look amazing. I love their little floating, like, pink IV bag. They're very, like, kind of like kawaii vampire. I love it. Well, why are we talking about them today? Well, unfortunately, here looking at something going on with V-Pop, it does look like not V-Bop, V-Bop. V-Bop announcing that they will actually be graduating from V-Bop and continuing their activities as an independent creators. So, I mean, it's different news, right? It's not bad. It's just they're stepping away from V-Bop Project to, pursue their indie endeavors. So, wishing them all the best. They've been around since 2024, so it's not like they're, like, new or anything like that. They've been around for a while, so. And then finally, I know we talked about Camilla Bombette a little bit earlier. Well, guys, V-Bimbo actually adding Camilla to their group. So, big congratulations to V-Bimbo and Camilla. If you guys were here yesterday, Ravina actually told us about that, which is very exciting. So, very, very cool for Camilla. And of course, V-Bimbo, we love all of those talents. So, give them some love, chat. Very cool. Very, very cool. Oh, goodness, I was stretching. Okay. The one thing I want to mention to you really quickly, chat, before we dive into our big story, is this very interesting going on. This interesting thing going on here with Wamio. Hope I said that right. Wamio goes on to say, I'm hesitant to make this public since I prefer not to focus on drama. All out posts on my account, but I can no longer remain silent. There's been no reply from VGen after I sent a report on the website regarding my suspicions about Archias Ulterior's work since last year. I will need everyone's help to let me know that was not scam with AI being used in my original song. I really want to not believe that this has happened to me. Please tell me that I'm just delusional, but if not, I want a full refund. So allegedly, chat, looking at this document, it does look like, they used AI to fulfill their music commission. I will give you the link to this and let you be the judge. I'm not going to be diving into this particular one today, but again, if you feel like this is, something you want to look at or you're interested in, I did take a look at it. There was one really weird thing that stood out to me. Is the person that was fulfilling the commission used like a guy's voice to create the song, and then later it went to a girl and then back, and I'm like, are you paying somebody to, like a guy or a girl to record multiple times? Like, and then even then, why would you switch the main person? It seemed very odd, I will say, chat. So certainly go take a look at it in your own time, but wanted to bring it to your attention today. So, alrighty, chat. I know where you're here. Thank you for sticking with me. I want to give everybody a little bit of time to settle in. Kind of, let some of our emotions die down. Kind of settle down a little bit. Because today, chat, we are going to be talking about what recently happened here with a viral tweet by Cha Cha. That is right. Cha-Cha V-Mom, not Cha-Cha Chilla. Cha-Cha V-Mom. So we're actually talking about the Cha-Cha you probably know and love, right? And Cha-Cha recently made a tweet here, made a joke live on their stream. They clipped it. They released this particular clip. Now, what I'm going to tell you about it is, this is intended as a joke. And obviously, it was not taken over by everybody very well, right? I know this is very divisive, but the reason that it's so divisive, chat, is because this particular joke has to do with ICE. Obviously, with the things that have been going on recently in Minnesota, other things that have been going on with ICE just in general, it's a very touchy subject, right? And rightfully so. There's a lot of things going on in the political sphere, a lot of people's lives. And even though I am not going to be talking about that today, yes, we are going to be touching on a bit of politics because it's impossible to cover this without talking about ICE. So I want to make it clear, chat. Normally I have a no politics rule, but, I'm going to rip the Band-Aid off. There's going to be a little bit of politics. Okay, so just want to make that very clear. Now, Able Clips put this out. ICE did knock down Fillian's door. Cha-Cha Your Mom reveals where Fillian really went. Now, obviously this is a big joke, right? It's supposed to be a joke. And of course, Cha-Cha says I addressed the rumors about ICE yesterday concerning Fillian. So here we go, guys. I'm going to play the clip for you. I'm going to let you, absorb it. And I want to see what you think. So here you go.
Is there any truth to your daughter being on hiatus because ICE sent
talking
her
about
back
Fillian.
to the Philippines? I wasn't going to talk about this at all. I shouldn't say anything, but the rumors are true. The rumors are true. ICE did knock down Fillian's door, and they did kidnap her and send her back to the Philippines.
Whoops. My bad.
Is there any ICE did knock down Fillian's door, and
he just clipped stuff. He's a video editor.
And send her back to the Philippines.
Astria.
And I'm currently working with ICE at the moment to get her back. It's a work in progress.
He's gonna kill you for revealing this.
I know it's really embarrassing for her, but listen, it's a work in progress. I'm doing the best I can, okay? It's getting really complicated because I'm getting all of the ICE officers in a row, and I'm threatening to spank them all with my chancla, but they keep saying, do it with a smile on their face. And I just feel like it's I don't know why, I just feel like it's a little counterintuitive. I don't think it's helping. I might need a few extra chanclas. I might need to add some spikes to the end of those chanclas because I don't know what else to do. But don't worry, she's gonna survive in the Philippines. She will just backflip her way into the trees to get bananas and coconuts and mangoes. She will survive. She will be fine.
Backflip her way into the
trees.
trees.
Work in progress. We'll get her out.
What?
Don't worry. Mama will take care of it. Is Abel? I'm so scared. Is Abel in here? Did he see that? Abel sees all. I'm scared. He's Abel.
I like how we always
that.
just joke about Fillian fucking flipping and everything.
What do you mean he'll know in a little bit?
So obviously, chat, there is the joke that Cha-Cha made. Now, I want to ask you all, really quickly, and you can just type yes or no. Do you think that this joke was funny? Yes or no? That's my question, chat. Just answer that question, no nuance in it. Do you think this joke was funny? Yes or no? All you gotta do is type yes or no. That's it. I don't want this breakdown of nuance in it. I'm just asking if you thought it was funny. Don't read too much into it, right? Yes or no? Now, what I will tell you, why you guys vote, right? And you can see here by the score on votes, it's divisive, right? And that's kind of what I expected. When I first saw this pop up, I saw this with maybe less than 100 likes on it. I saw it pop up, and I saved this tweet because I was like, yeah, no, I know how this is gonna go. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really find it funny, but it's not really my humor, right? You know what I mean? It was more to do, to me, I define that as dark humor, right? Obviously, looking at what was going on recently, I think the timing of this joke was just not good, right? You know what I mean? I think the timing of it was not very great. Now, obviously, because Cha made this joke, right? This completely blew up, right? Watcher going on to say, Cha, we love you, but this joke is a very bad taste. Again, I think the timing was just not the best, right? But obviously, you know, this really blew up, chat. Like, really, really blew up. I mean, it even, you know, here on Twitter, you know, it got its own little article as well. So let's go take a look here at some of the comments and how people felt about it, chat. And then we're going to break it down. We're going to talk about it, etc. So here we go. So, of course, Vixie just says, watches. She knows something's going to happen. Bex says there's another thing to joke about when people are being murdered. Captain Danny Flass, of course, throwing the tomato. Ruby says, if it ends up actually happening to you or Philly in this video, be remembered, just saying. Now, I do want to point out something here really quick, chat. I gotta be real. When I first started listening to this, I didn't know if it was real or not. Like I really didn't. So, like, people are also making thumbnails of this topic, right? Like, things like this, like Cha-Cha Sad, where's Philly in with the ice stuff. So, like, I almost feel like, unfortunately, this might have actually been mistook as a real legitimate concern, right? I mean, this is a thumbnail that I just pulled from this YouTube video right here. I'll show it to you, but I mean, yeah, like, it was meant to be a joke, right? But some people might think it's actually real. And this, of course, is from Abel on YouTube. So that was kind of like my concern, right? Like, listening to it. Because I'm not going to lie, I thought, maybe I'm stupid, you can call me stupid, but for the first, like, 30 seconds, I thought it was real, Chad. I was like, wait, what the fuck? Like, is Philly in okay? Like, what the hell? Of course, Ferris says, bring back the Filipino boy, talking about Philly and the world is darker without her goofiness. Poor doctor breaking down instantly into tears, ready to start, be strong, but you be strong. This makes me really fucking sad. Anything to stay relevant, huh? Wait, what happened to Philly? And this is actually true. So you see this, right? Like, people are kind of, like, confused. Wait, is this a real thing? Obviously, some AI art. We're being brought in with some snacks. I know a lawyer. We can help Philly in. Memes and joking aside, help Philly in is okay. Gonna miss Philly and I wish she was in return. So some people being very like, yeah, okay, you know, this is fine. And then other people like, is it real? Some people like, I think it's some poor taste. So let's go take a look here at the quote retweets as well. So 150k followers on this shit show of a website. And you use it to make idiotic attempts at humor while innocent people are legitimately being kidnapped and are murdered by the Gestapo. Here's a thought. You can see how the vitriol has certainly turned up, right? Making jokes about Philly being kidnapped by ICE, so it's actually happening to tons of people in such poor taste. Do better. There's a person actually here. We have Melia actually like, hey, you want to make jokes, but I'm actually here doing something. How about we have a conversation? So, etc. Right? So here's what I want to say, chat. And I don't know if you think this would be my opinion of this, but here's what I want to say about this. Number one, I feel like with jokes like this, there's a time and a place. And I feel like Cha-Cha just missed the mark. I'm going to be real, you know what I mean? Is this like, do some people like dark or edgy humor? Absolutely, right? A lot of people like that stuff. But do I feel like the timing is off? And did it miss with a lot of people? Absolutely, right? Jokes are jokes for a reason. And they're not going to be for everybody, right? Not everybody likes jokes like this, right? Some people like it, as you saw by the responses. Other people don't. You know what I mean? So, what happened last week, Farrah, that would be why the timing is poor. Because now, since last week, I think the national focus has ramped up to an all-time high, you know what I mean? So here's what else I want to say. Like, personally, I don't find this funny, right? This isn't my type of humor, right? And it's fine. Not everybody has to have my humor. Not everybody has to have your type of humor, etc. Right? I just don't find this funny. I don't really watch, like, Venos or Goons anymore because it's just not for me, right? It's not for me. So, and that's okay. If your humor is different, that's fine. But what I want to say here really quickly that's important is this worth canceling Cha-Cha over? Absolutely not. It's really not, chat. And there's always going to be some kind of backlash with a joke like this at this time, but it's not awful, right? This is not worth canceling Cha-Cha over, guys. I want you to take a moment and let's discuss Cha-Cha as a whole, right? Tell me one other thing that Cha-Cha has done that's been fucked up since she has debuted. I will leave it open to you guys. Tell me one thing. Yeah, it's a timing that's poor. Absolutely. Nothing. Exactly. Nothing. Cha-Cha has been nothing but an amazing, wonderful creator this entire time. Literally, I went and looked this morning just to make sure that there was no controversy around her. There's no controversy, chat. Literally. Cha-Cha has been nothing but an incredible, wonderful, amazing creator, right? I feel that one ill-timed joke should not ruin your career, right? It shouldn't. This is not worth canceling somebody over. Now, was it a bad joke, a bad timing? Yes, but can she adjust, course correct, and move on? Absolutely. There are way worse people like fucking Falter XV that we should be talking about. That should be the focus of our attention, chap. This right here, it was a poorly timed joke. I will agree with that 100%. However, I don't think this is worth canceling somebody over, right? This is feedback for her. If I'm Cha-Cha and I'm in Cha-Cha's shoes, right? I'm going to look at the how people respond to this and I go, you know what? I'm an entertainer, right? And I'm not going to hit 100% of the time. I'm not going to make jokes that everybody likes, and I'm not going to make jokes that everybody finds funny, right? This is the opportunity for you as a creator, as an entertainer, to course correct and move on. And that's it. I don't think that this is worth getting up in arms about. You know what I mean? I guess my TTS is broken. I'm sorry. Here's my thing. It's the joke in poor taste, absolutely, but my take is she shouldn't make a joke like this. Wasn't for good intent. All in all, it's a joke that shouldn't have been made, but I agree it's not worth canceling for it. I'd have every right to be mad, but in the end, I don't believe it's going after Cha-Cha's career. I mean, again, if you don't like the joke or whatever, right? I don't like the joke. Again, I think that it was very poorly timed. It's not a very good taste, considering what has happened recently, right? I don't think that looking at her track record, right, that she's somebody that deserves to be canceled. This was a bad joke. You course correct, you learn, and you move on, right? But everybody getting like all crazy up in arms about it, I think it's just way too much. I think it's way too much. Yeah, it was just like a bad just bounce off chat. And I'm not gonna say that I'm not gonna say anybody is excluded from this, by the way, because everybody does this, right? You know what I mean? Like everybody does this. Everybody makes a bad joke that they shouldn't have made, you know? Would have been the appropriate timing, like maybe like 2 years from now. You know what I mean? Like, and also just the way that like the clip reads, it's hard for some people to actually understand like what's going on, right? Like, I even showed you like a couple of people in the comments were like, is this real? Like, and I feel like once you're getting to a point where you're making a joke and people are like, wait, is this real? Like there's actual concern. You're kind of losing the joke as a whole, right? You're losing the intention of it being funny. So, I mean, compared to her, of course, I don't really have an issue with the thing in general, sure. Yeah, I agree, shouldn't be canceling, but maybe she should be like, dang, I shouldn't have said that. Internal dialogue. Yeah, exactly. It's just, this is an opportunity for Cha-Cha. Just be like, you know what? That wasn't a good joke. Bad timing. I'm going to course correct. Yeah, we will make bad jokes at some point. The best we can do is try to learn. Exactly. But what I do want to talk about here for a moment is we have created an atmosphere where we're not allowed to improve, right? So I do think some people are taking it too seriously, but I will also play devil's advocate. I do think it's important to give feedback to creators, right? And that's why I pointed out this one. Gotcha, we love you, but this joke has a very bad taste. I feel like this was a great example of just giving somebody feedback. Be like, hey, yeah, this really wasn't it. And then good creators are going to listen to what people say, right? And I think that this was probably one of the best things to say. But like, hey, Cha-Cha, everything going on. I feel like the timing of this wasn't very good. Like, I still think you're great. Just not your best joke, right? So, and that's it. That's all it could have been. But now it is blowing up into this giant thing that has just gone absolutely insane, where this is a moment to be like, hey, Cha-Cha, that wasn't the best, right? And then give her the opportunity to course correct and move on. I think that we need to judge people by their actions, right? Obviously, this action was, I mean, yeah, it wasn't the best, but it wasn't like the worst thing ever, right? She didn't dox somebody or murder somebody or try to ruin somebody's career, right? Like, it wasn't anything like that. So looking at Cha-Cha's entire track record, right, I think it is very, very wrong for you to want to cancel her, ruin her career over one ill-timed joke. Actions speak louder than words, and Cha-Cha has been nothing but a fantastic, wonderful creator in our space. You know what I mean? So, their response is fine. It's been nice to people for a joke and try to label them for being a horrible person. Right, exactly. And that's why I showed you a lot of the responses. Mista, obviously, a lot of people are, going nuts, right? So, also, I'm getting to a point where I become jaded enough to just automatically not side with the hordes of Twitter randos. Don't do that, though. Because there is nuance in this, right? Like, I think that people bring it up, be like, this wasn't a good taste. I think that as long as your comment is a good faith and you're like, Cha-Cha, yeah, this one really it. Good creators are going to value that good faith feedback, right? And I think for Cha-Cha, she probably realizes that. She's probably like, yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot, right? There's a lot of quote retweets. There's a lot of comments. Obviously, some people are like, yeah, this ain't it. So, apologizing to the Twitter mod never makes things better. It gives them more power to make her bend the knee. I mean, like, it's not even like, okay, I look at this and I'll be real, Alistair. I don't expect an apology. If anything, I would maybe expect her on a stream to be like, hey, that thing that I said the other day? Yeah, I could have done better with that, right? So you know what? Going forward, I'm gonna take what you said to heart and, improve and take your feedback and adjust, and that's it. And that's all this is. It's just it's a learning opportunity. It's not a cancelable moment, right, chat? And I really hate that we've gotten to that point where everybody's like, put up the pitchforks, take them down, right? Like, this is a teachable moment. This is an opportunity for you to learn. Give them feedback that is appropriate to that level, and that's it. There you go. Is the same as apologizing? I don't think so. I think saying, hey, I heard what you have to say, and I will definitely keep that in mind for the future, because I do want to obviously listen to your feedback, right? That's very different from apologizing, right? That's saying, I'm listening and I'm adjusting based on your feedback. There's nothing wrong with that. If anything, that shows that you're conscious of both sides. I think it's more so, I think if anything, that's an extremely mature way to deal with it, because you're acknowledging both sides. You're having empathy from one side, but you're also saying, hey, I also acknowledge this side that maybe I disagree with, right? And so I'm going to take what you said to heart, and I'm going to attempt to improve myself over it. Maybe I thought I went too far, whatever. And she doesn't even have to say that out loud, as long as she's just, she looks at us and be like, yeah, teachable moment, and that's it. I think that people weaponize too much apologizing. I'm going to be honest. I really don't like this ideology a lot of time of, oh, well, you apologize, you bend the knee. Well, sometimes apologies are needed, right? But I think in this situation, I don't know, right? It depends on everybody. I can't really say that I think that she should apologize. I think it's more just for her. She needs to have the internal dialogue, and that's it. But it's okay to listen to what people are saying, and it's okay to adjust based off that. Like, Papa Lara, I'll remind you of the words of Papa Lara. You should be listening more to the people that you disagree with. Because, yes, you may not like what they say, but there's a lot of value in the things that they do have to share with you as well. And I think you need to remember that sometimes. And I know it's hard. Oh, Astrid, thank you for following, Kitty. Astrid is my little sister. You better give her lots of love, chat. Can we get a shout out for her, please? I saw your beautiful singing voice the other day. Don't apologize if you think you feel bad. Only people who deserve it, sure. Right, I mean, like some random Twitter people, I don't give a fuck, right? But I think that as long as people know you're listening, actions always speak louder than words. You know what I mean? Look at Cha-Cha. She has not been a bad person in the past at all, right? She's never done anything like this before. It was a bad joke, guys. It was a bad joke. I'm sure she will take it to heart. I'm sure she'll be like, hey, you know what? I could do better. And that's it. What has happened to constructive and respectful feedback, dude? We don't have to sit there and lash out at somebody. Just be like, yeah, Cha-Cha, like Watcher said, that wasn't the best, dude. And I know some people are going to be like, oh, yeah, and I know some people do think it's funny, right? Like, weakling spotted. I don't think so. I think just sharing that is fine, right? Everybody's gonna treat it differently, right? With a joke like this, it's gonna be from one side of, oh my god, I'm laughing my ass off. I think that's hilarious because it's dark humor, right? All the way to, you know, oh my god, I'm so turned and offended by this. It's all the way in between, chat. But what's important today, chat, is that you and I talk about all of the sides of it. We're not gonna talk about just one side. We're not gonna be like, oh, everybody's a snowflake, because that's not it, right? Not everybody is a snowflake about stuff, right? If you don't like these kind of jokes, then that's fine. But also at the same time, you have to acknowledge the existence of some people find this funny. Yo, some people, how are you? I'm looking at your clip. Very poorly timed joke, but I'm sure she realized this quickly. Exactly. I think so too. Looking at how Cha-Cha carries herself, it's a teachable moment. Hey, I'm gonna course correct and move on. And that's it. Abel, what's your thoughts about all this? Yeah, I'd love to hear what you have to say. We should let people learn from their mistakes, not criminalize them on something like a dark joke, given it terrible timing. Exactly like I said. I know some people call Cha-Cha, yeah, I don't know if anybody said that, but that's horrible. You know what I mean? Yeah, and guys, we're having a good time, like, discussing this. I love conversation like this, right? Because my favorite thing is to look at every side of it and talk about everything in between. And that's what we're doing. So my hope is that we will come together and discuss this in a positive way. Can I be honest with you, chat? Can I be honest with you? When I first saw this, I was confused because I was like, is the affiliate thing real? And I kind of knee-jerked because I'm like, why would you joke about this? You know what I mean? Like, and then I like thought about it. I'm like, well, some people are probably into humor like this, right? And I just think the timing was poor. So like, even like for me, guys, I think I'm a very empathetic person. And even I like, you know, I got very emotional about it very quickly. I was like, you know, I was like, wait a second, calm down. Let's think about it, right? And it's okay to jump to a conclusion, right? It's okay to knee-jerk react as long as you reel yourself in. We're all human, right? We all jump to emotions and reactions. That's okay. Yeah, trust me, Noctis. You wonder why my Twitter activity is so much less. It's like because of shit like this, dude. It really, really is. I just, I don't know. I get why people are upset. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to make that very clear because looking at the things that have gone on, and maybe you're somebody that has suffered directly from ICE, right? You're not going to see this as a joke. You're absolutely not going to see this as a joke. And you're probably going to be pissed off. You know what I mean? But again, you also need to recognize that some people do think this is a joke, or going to, you know, view it that way, right? So I think it's just important to be thoughtful to the whole entire spectrum of how this was going to be received, right? But do I think that Cha-Cha should be canceled over it? Nah. Yeah, Philly's got a hiatus. She's been gone, so it's funny to be like, oh, it's ICE, right? And also, she's not Filipino. This is what Neuro called her, right? Yeah, there's a lot of jokes in here as well. So, trust me, I get the jokes that are being said, right? So, biggest issue when you try to discuss politics or make political jokes, when you don't have a brand or a fan base used to it. Yep, have a Vtuber is known for political humor. Commentary made the same joke when it blown up. Absolutely. And I think that's part of a joke in general, right? You know, timing, audience, etc., right? So, again, I feel like looking at this, right, Cha-Cha, be like, yeah, you know, I'm probably not going to make jokes like that in the future. It's the same for me. Like, I've touched on political news before, and I just don't like it. I don't like how chat is with it. And you course correct. I don't cover political news anymore because I don't like it, right? And I don't like how it goes for me. But you course correct. You learn, you move on, you become a better person. Allow people to do that. Exactly. Like for Kinra, right? Like, he's probably going to be like, yeah, that's fucked up, dude. You know what I mean? So this joke is obviously not for Kinra. But then I actually ended up showing this to one of my friends, right? And they were laughing their ass off about it, and they thought it was really funny. But also, you know, they're not white as well, so maybe that plays into it. I don't know. I don't want to even pretend to understand that. I feel like as a white person, I am not somebody that should be joking about that to begin with, right? Sure, Cam, I can see that. I can see Philly doing that. Some people think it's funny, other people don't, but I think we need to bring the focus back to Cha-Cha, right? Is this worth a moral grandstand, right? That's the real question. At the end of the day, chat, that's the question. Does Cha-Cha deserve some kind of, on a backlash on this, right? I think the feedback is here, and that's it. The only reason I find it's a bit funny due to the in-jokes from that community, but things like that going on in here in Ohio, had to do a bit of a double take. Sure, absolutely. I can definitely see that. So what do you think, chat? What do you think? Do you think that Cha-Cha should be canceled for this? Do you think it's, what do you think? Yeah, I'm not even gonna let answer that question, Pharaoh. Again, I think it pretty much is self-explanatory, but I'll let chat answer you back that. So, yeah, I have no response for you. That's not already very apparent. So, everybody's feelings are justified, but it doesn't warrant any punishment. Of course not. Sure, it's a feedback moment. That's it. Other things she deserves to be canceled. This was nothing. I feel like I'm trying to think of the right way to put this. I think this was like a nothing burger with a piece of lettuce. Like the most yeah, this wasn't really that big of a deal that blew up into something, but it's worth a little bit of something said. Just a little bit, right? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, this wasn't the best Cha-Cha, and that's it. There's a little piece of lettuce. A pickle on the side. Yeah, Cha-Cha. Bad timing, dude. That's it. Well, I mean, look, I see a lot of Twitter people going off about it, and I know that and I know they're probably going to look at my clip of this and be like, wow, I hate Elara. She fucking sucks, right? But at the same time, I do implore you as well to look at these broad spectrum of everything, right? And look at Cha-Cha's history and be like, do you think that she's an awful person? Because I don't think that a logical conclusion is yes to that question. I don't think it is, right? If you're upset by it and you're really, really, really just turned about it, then tell her that, but in a constructive manner, right? Be like, hey, Cha-Cha, this wasn't the best joke because of the timing. This was why, I still think you're wonderful or whatever. I'm not going to go after you or anything like that. I just want to tell you, and that's it. It doesn't have to be this grand, pitchforks, right? How people feel about ICE itself, the haters, yeah, and that's a big part of it. As the whole problem where a statement leaves the audience who don't know who Cha-Cha is, so she doesn't have any goodwill. And I feel like in that stream, right, obviously everybody there loves Cha-Cha, and, it's probably more in the joke because a chat member brought it up, but, outside it's kind of it's a little shocking a little bit, right? Again, I thought Philly maybe actually, got kidnapped a second, you know what I mean? I'm like, wait a second, I had to listen to it again. So, yeah, and sadly, people do farm the outrage for clout. It's true. It's absolutely true. I mean, there are times and places to speak up. Don't get me wrong, but, yeah, with things with ICE, it's gonna hit a nerve, right? But I do feel that there are times to speak out, and there are times to really come down on somebody, right? And I just feel with this, it's a feedback moment. It's a, hey, that wasn't your best moment, take the feedback and improve, and that's it. It can be a very beneficial dialogue to everybody, Don't make us think about anything other than people who act more vile towards somebody for using AI to generate a meme. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't like AI at all, but I know people are going to make memes with it, so I just accept it as fact now, So, anyway, there is the Cha-Cha controversy. Anything else you want to add to it, chat? Yeah, guys, if you're not very familiar with what's been going on in the world, like I said, I would really implore you to look up what's recently been going on with ICE, Minnesota, things like that, etc. So I really, really implore you, because I think it will give you a lot of context as to why people are why stuff about ICE is at an all-time high right now, and it's in a lot of people's minds. So I don't agree with how you phrase it. I think you just say like, there's nothing else to say. Moving on. So, to be clear, generative AI is the problem, not the AI. Sure. She seems very dry. She always seems very serious when she's making jokes like this. When she's talking to Philly's mom when she's not so sure. Sure. I mean, it's something that I've learned as well about her. Like, I've seen some of her clips. I don't watch Cha, right? But I have seen a lot of her in the space being around, right? And for me, it's just like, it's context for me to know. But like, you know what? Cha's humor is a little bit more dry. But I think for everybody, guys, just sometimes it's worth taking a step back and looking at the entire situation, right? I would say the point of the joke in here, so was done at a very important time. Just need to learn from this and we move on. Yep, I agree with that. Thank you for saying that, Kinra. So, yeah, I would be looking at ICE, the people they're targeting, things like that as well, Chad. It's very important to understand why ICE is at an all-time thought in people's minds right now, why it is very controversial. Obviously, with what happened recently, it's even worse. So, and again, I'm not your main person to talk about all that. I implore you to go check out the news or talk about with somebody that maybe could have a dialogue with you, but that's not me. So, also, most people forget about stuff like this after the week. Yeah, they will. We'll be talking about something else. People on both political spectrums will try to downplay the feelings and thoughts on their side. You shouldn't be canceled, but it's a shocker because ideologies, causes ideologies to clash and hate to rise when it's such a sensitive topic. And that's why I say the timing is poor, right? Like, somebody pointed out as well, like, Cha-Cha's not a very political streamer, right? So it probably wasn't in your best interest to talk about something political, right? So in the future for Cha-Cha, you know, she's probably going to be like, yeah, I'm going to avoid that kind of stuff, and that's it. You know, so take what people are saying and, you know, try to filter it so you get good feedback, and then, you know, course correct and move on. People are allowed to better themselves, chat, so, yeah, from various sources, thank you. So, I don't appreciate people making jokes for involves wanting to commit physical harm or death of ICE agents despite my dislike for them. I mean, I don't think this she was making a joke about that, right? But, again, I'm not going to get into the whole part of it, so, but that is, the Cha-Cha controversy, chat. Again, I'm sure this is getting up on YouTube, so, you know, let me know what you think in the comments. I'm always looking for your thoughts and opinions on how you feel about this kind of stuff. So, but I think the most important part about all this, chat, regardless whether you agree or disagree with me, is that we have a conversation about it and we talk about it in good faith. Yeah, exactly. And she's just not a political person, so it'd be like me making a political joke. You know what I mean? Like, that's not my forte. Now, if I make a joke about, you know, VTubers, right? Well, absolutely, because that's my forte. So, and that's what you would expect. So, your comment section be pretty hot, I'm sure. I mean, like, again, I do feel like there are times to virtue signal. There are times to come down, and there are times to get upset about stuff. But, dude, compared to other things, this is not the focus of our attention. Let's talk about Falter, like Falter XV, right? That's somebody that we should be talking about constantly. Let's talk about all these people doxing other people or being PDFs or those type of people, right? Those are the bad people that we should be talking about. I agree. Yeah, it's fine to dislike the joke, and obviously if you heard this and it just breaks it for you, right? You don't want to support Cha-Cha. That's your prerogative, right? You are allowed to do that. But I do think that jumping on a hate train, demanding stuff is like, now it's a little far. So, yeah, I mean, everybody has different humor, right? Everybody has senses of dark humor, non-dark humor, etc., right? Like, I think the main two things here that I will call out is timing and just, that's not really your content anyway, so why did you make that joke? That's kind of it. So, what I will say, though, is, like, I mean, I make jokes all the time. I'm like, oh, my mom's dead. I mean, she's not actually dead, but she's dead to me. You know, people are like, oh, I slept with your mom. I'm like, well, you know, have fun sleeping with bones, right? Like, a lot of people are like, wow, that's really dark humor. That's fucked up, Elara. But, like, why would you joke about people like that? But everybody has different humors, you know? So, it just depends. But I think that, I mean, it's not like Cha-Cha called anybody a slur or anything, right? Or doxed anybody. So, I don't know. I think we just need to take a step back and go after the people that are actually being really shitty, you know? So that's all I think. People causing harm and people making jokes about it are very different. One's the action, the other's his reaction to it. Their laughter is an odd way of expressing their displeasure. I mean, some people laugh when they're nervous. I know I do. If I laugh a lot, chat, I'm very nervous. Yeah, that's like my tell, so. But I want to say, chat, really quickly. I'm actually like, getting emotional over this, because, like, I just appreciate all of you guys for coming here and having a conversation and, like, oh my god, I'm about to fucking cry. I just appreciate all of you guys coming to the stream and, like, talking and having a conversation, because for years and years, it's so tough. I've been part of this where people just are hateful all the fucking time, dude. And I appreciate the space that we have cultivated to talk about this kind of stuff. And I feel like I can actually load up stream and talk to you guys. And it, like, even if you say, Elara, I'm wrong, and you prove to me I'm wrong, I appreciate that, because I will always listen to you and I'll always learn from the things that you guys have to share with me, right? It doesn't have to all be all vitriol and hate. And you guys, chat, literally, you were always my light, guys. I appreciate you so much. Because anytime I'm just down, I always think you guys, you know, like, you always keep it real, and when things are really, like, shitty or whatever, right? Like, I know I can talk to you guys about it, and I appreciate that. And I'm so thankful for our army just as a whole. Y'all are great, you know? And the shitty people naturally will exit, right? And that's fine, but, I'm sorry.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
I didn't expect to get all emotional and shit.
Now, back to our show.
I just appreciate y'all, and thank you. You really make talking about news actually bearable sometimes. Because, like, it's just like, you go on Twitter, guys, and it's hard. Or even, like, you go on YouTube comments, and it's just, oh my god, dude, people just going insane. I mean, I know that I have strong opinions sometimes on certain stuff. Like with Cinder, I have very strong opinions, right? But I feel like I have facts to back a lot of that. But with stuff like this, it's just like, it's opinionated. And I think we have to recognize what's opinionated and what's facts, right? People are like, oh my god, Cha-Cha's the worst person in the world. Cancel her. Like, well, but she's not actually. It's just a bad joke. Yeah, I mean, I always try to do that, right? Like, I always try to be objective as possible. I mean, again, you know I have strong opinions about certain stuff, but I'll always listen to you, and I'll always listen to what you guys have to say. So, if you want to prove me wrong, please, by all means, do it, because it makes me smarter. Cha-Cha joked, not even have been aware of the situation even before that ice has not been on my feed. I mean, considering everything that happened last week, ice has been on my feed, but again, I'm not here to talk about that, so I'm canceling you for your opinions on opinions. Fuck! Damn it, dude. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I gotta say, I'm maybe not the most straightforward, because I like to discuss nuance, right? So, and I know that drives people crazy, because when you think about people that are very strongly one way, they're normally the ones that blow up, right? They have a very strong vitriol opinion, right? They're like, oh my god, you know, down with Shy Lily. She's a liar, and she's the worst person in the world. Like, obviously we have the grifters that do that, right? And you see more of that because the hate is the loudest. So I think that we have to remember, guys, that even though hate is the loudest, that's not how everybody else thinks, right? So there is nuance and there is a discussion to be had. So anyway, chat, I know we talked about Cha-Cha, so I do want to move on to another very big topic. So buckle your seatbelts, because you know, look in here, right, chat? We talked about Bunny IU. Now, anybody remember us talking about Bunny IU? If you were here during the other stream, let me know. If you weren't here for Bunny IU stream, type 2. I'll give you a little TLDR if you need it. People here having to use their brains, so I don't mind. I think people who are consistently appreciate you being willing to be chill and have this convos. Absolutely. And I'll always base my conversations and content, all that. Yeah, happy to discuss this and agree to disagree with others on here about any bad conflict, like normal, decent people. Nice to know it's cool for you to listen, to talk and discuss. And my respect for life, to hear both sides out, no matter who you personally feel. I appreciate that. a lot. So anyway, guys, if you missed it, we covered Bunny IU. If you don't know who Bunny IU is, Bunny IU, I used to go by Bunny GIF. And Bunny GIF was a very controversial VTuber about 4 years ago. I got into a lot of trouble with a lot of cosplayer creators and VTubers, like the names of Lana Lazur. Well, back in this document that was released about 4 years ago, she left Lana holding a bag of money to the tune of $20,000, chat. Now, that was pretty rough. We went back and looked at the situation. Bunny IU, compared to Cinder, I would argue she's worse. A lot of people were going haywire back when all of this came out. So she's decided to return to VTubing, and we covered her document and everything that happened. A lot of people were like, yeah, this person is not it. She's really, really bad, etc., etc. So it was really, really rough when it all happened. Well, Bunny actually came back to stream as a VTuber, and literally, chat, from the get-go, he addressed everything. He immediately addressed everything. So here it is, guys. Let's go follow up with Bunny, and I want to hear what she has to say about the follow-up to all of those documents released about her, almost 4 years ago. So, I mean, literally 4 minutes into stream chat, she starts talking about it. So, here you go.
Thank you for being here. Sorry, a little nervous. 4 years ago, I made a lot of really poor choices and acted in ways I'm not proud of.
I'm not gonna lie, I really did not expect this. I did not expect her to talk about it. I expected absolutely no acknowledgement. So the fact that she straight up was like, I fucked up, I'm not proud of that. I'm surprised, Chad. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a start.
I was immature, hurtful, and caused real pain to people who didn't deserve it out of my own insecurity. Looking back, I see how badly and horribly I handled things. And I understand why some people have moved on and don't feel safe giving me another chance.
That's great acknowledgement as well, saying, I don't expect everybody's gonna be okay with this, and I don't think I've earned that. Now, I'm gonna be real, chat, based on everything that happened. I will not be interacting with her, right? But I think it's a good first step. You know what I mean? Now, all we can really do is judge her by her actions, but I mean, this is a good first step.
Especially since I'd already had so many. I reached out privately to the parties involved.
That's a big step as well. She did reach out to the parties, so that might explain why Lana's YouTube videos were gone, chat. I mean, people are allowed to become better, right? I mean, I will say, looking at everything that she did in the past, I'm gonna be honest, I just think that's not like a forgivable thing, but again, that's just me as a viewer, right? That's not, if the parties involved forgave her, well, that's different, right?
And I was, thankfully, able to resolve things with Lena.
But there you go, guys. She did say that she resolved things with her. That's a big step for Lana. I say Lana. It must be Lena probably, but it's a good thing that she resolved them with her. I mean, he says it right here, so that is a huge big step. Oh, she's definitely worse than Cinder.
Really thankful she took the time to reach out and talk with me. That said, I'm so grateful to the bunnies here. I don't want to cry, sorry. I don't want to cry. Deep breath.
I don't know, so hard. That was gonna be, that's actually gonna put in my notes, right? I'm like, so what does this reaching out involve, right? Did she, give the money back? What did she do? I don't know, right? And we may never know.
I'm really grateful to the bunnies who've believed in me, who've offered kindness and support as I've worked to become a better version of myself. I won't be talking.
No, it's not. It's not.
Any further.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest here. IRL career is very successful. She kind of has no reason to even go to VTubing if she doesn't want to. So, I think this falls under the forgive but not forget.
About anything that happened in the past on stream. I hope you'll respect that. I know we have some.
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't heard anybody talk about this response, by the way.
New viewers here, so hello. Sorry.
I hope the other
So
news outlets
emotional,
pick up on it.
But I
'Cause I don't think anybody's talked
appreciate
about
you
this.
Listening. Thank you. Thank you. But Bunnies, I want to thank you for showing up to support me today. I really do. Over the years I've been streaming, real life too.
So I'll stop it there in chat, but she did go on to address, of course, she seems to have settled things with Lena, Anna, and it looks like maybe things are going to move forward in a good way. So I don't know the specifics. Obviously, maybe we have to wait for Lena to make an announcement. Again, I don't know, chat. I have no idea. All we can do is kind of wait, but I did want to follow this up for you because I do think that it's important, chat. It's important that there is an acknowledgement. There is, I'm trying to take a step forward. I fucked up. It's a good start, right? All we can do is kind of sit back and see what happens, right? So this is kind of where I'm going to end the Bunny IU stuff unless Lena decides to talk about things, but that's it, chat. What do you think? What's your thoughts about it? Yeah, holy shit, her booba physics. I thought my physics were nuts. Nah, hers are crazy, bro. Like, yeah, I want to hear what she has to say, too. I mean, again, my big question, I'll go back to this because I mentioned this before. You know, this is great, right? Did she pay back all that money? Because that would really make things right in my eyes. I don't know. So, yeah, I mean, she really has no reason to get back into VTubing at all, really. Like, she's killing it IRL, so maybe she just wants to. You know, maybe she's comfortable doing it. I mean, I'll be honest, I can't imagine because she's like a model and cosplay, right? Dude, I don't want to look pretty all the time. I want to sit here in my pajama pants or my sweatpants and like a t-shirt without a bra, you know? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to do all that, you know, makeup and looking pretty, so I get it. That I was not even using Twitch or knew this happened back then. I have no comment here. I think this is a chapter should be closed unless Lena does otherwise. Yep. Personally, don't forgive her for what she did in the past. Agreed. But since she's genuinely trying to learn about her mistakes and wants to improve, I truly hope for the best for her. Sure. I mean, I'm like willing to see her improve, but I don't know, dude. I just don't really forgive it. I'm pretty much like, yeah, I don't know. Some mistakes I don't think you can come back from, and in my opinion, that's one of them. But, you know, other people might feel otherwise, and that's fine. So there you go, guys. Here's the Bunny IU update, guys. Kind of crazy, though. Kind of crazy. What else I wanted to talk about today is a merch company scamming a ton of creators, chat. Really, really sad. I don't know who this is, and neither do I. What she's done, but my God. She sounds so genuine. I'm sold. She should take my money for whatever she's selling. I mean, again, she did go look up all the stuff about her from the past and, of course, make an informed opinion. But anyway, guys, let's go check in here with Cupcakey. And unfortunately, guys, a VTuber merch company decided to scam a ton of creators. It's really fucked up. Cupcakey tweeting out, have any other VTubers done their merch through Goodbean? I went to show some of my merch and found their domain has not been paid. Their socials are gone and the Discord deleted. Jesus.
This guy stinks.
Jesus. I'm wondering if anybody has heard what happened because I'm honestly devastated. Miss Squeaks goes on to say, sadly, I don't have any info. They paid me, but was only given a crumb of the sales. Not even $10 from 6 bundles. Yeah, so obviously this other person has been dealing with issues as well. Which is kind of crazy, right? Of course, we also have Deja Vu. Deja Vu also reaching out and said, same boat as you. Last time I heard from them was May of last year. I eventually took the promotion, forwarded off my stuff so no one would buy them from them, right? And of course, here is Deja Vu reaching out all of these times, right? I mean, look at this. August, October. I mean, just no answer back, right? It just seems like they did a real cut and run chat. Well, Mira the Bear steps in, adding, I once partnered with Good Bean. We arranged a merch giveaway, and I once messaged her the winner's contact info before she blocked me and the winner, leaving us both out to dry. I might not have lost money on the arrangement, but the behavior was odd. At best, why couldn't you be upfront about how low inventory, life circumstances, etc.? I confirmed that at least an entire set of my merch was in stock before even posting about the giveaways, so I'm sad to think of the keychains that someone might love being landfill fodder now. I mean, of course, here's that email and Discord user ID. So, again, chat, looks like they worked with a bunch of people, and nobody's had this merch delivered, right? So, of course, Cuppy Kiki going on to say, that's crazy. That's why I'm honestly overwhelmed. I'm wondering, too, I'm really just hoping we're not being paid for what we're owed. I'm just surprised this flew under the radar for so long. I haven't heard a thing till now. Well, chat, this does come to a head, unfortunately, because now we have an update here from Ghost, who goes on to say, found this in their Discord. Good Bean closing 7th of September because of tariffs. That's your announcement? A random message in not BC? Oh yeah, we're closing because of tariffs. Bye. Oh, we're not gonna tell anybody or have any official announcement. Just here's a random message in a fucking Discord chat. Yeah, we're out. Peace out, guys. What? What the fuck is this? Oh my god, dude. I love everybody's just like ... There's just no fucking words. I can't believe that. I were out by, like, see you later. What the fuck, dude? They left all those other people holding the bag as well. Very professional. I'm impressed. Of course, here Zero goes on to say, Good Bean Co. and merch, our company many VTubers use has vanished. The website, Discord server, and all socials have disappeared. No attempt was made to reach out to Cuppy to inform them they were shutting down. After searching, we were unable to find a single trace or post on what happened to the company either. This could mean the company never fulfilled orders, may have never paid funds owed to creators. If you have any information on what happened. So, again, they left a lot of creators not delivering stuff. They left creators not giving them the money they owed for fulfilled orders. Never even fulfilled certain orders. I mean, like, they just took the money and ran. Of course, Cuppy Cakey going on to add to this, saying biggest thanks to Fear Zero for helping get the word out. Looks like leading up to the deletion shutdown, clients are being ghosted and blocked. Then it would eventually shut down and close, citing tariffs as the reason. However, this announcement was only made in their personal Discord as a passing comment, and not for actual clients. Therefore, it looks like many people are actually never notified. I just want to say this very quickly. This is not a notification. This is not informing anybody. They're just like, well, technically we told you. No, bitch, you did not. There have been a few recommendations for where to go. So I'll attempt to reach out to companies and see if we can get this Standy and a keychain back up somehow. Thanks, guys. So I don't know, Cuppy Cake, if you hear this, but, you know, please feel free to reach out to me. TrueTuber, I'm sure we can maybe help you. I'm really sad to see that, though. Damn, Slime getting fucking fired. Yeah, so Cuppy, if you need some help, please feel free to reach out either to me or Aya or TrueTuber. We're more than happy to help you. So, wow, chat. What do you think of this? Isn't this the most wild just cut and run you've ever seen? I mean, like, what the fuck is this, dude? That's wild. That's actually wild. Like, oh, but I told you. Don't you remember? I told you that we're closing on the 7th of September in this very small voice chat. Hi, chat that isn't public to everybody. What do you mean, guys? Like, I've never even heard of this place. Rip and fucking tear them, chat. It's crazy you say they sound lazy, Skull, because they had to be not lazy to scam all these people. So they're not lazy, they're stupid. So anyway, chat, certainly go support Guppy. all the victims, and of course, avoid Good Bean at all costs. You see Good Bean, do not work with them. So let's skip up here to a little bit of VTuber indie news, chat. I just got a little bit. Like I said, not a lot of news today. But first up, a V-Card actually giving a really cool notice. Going on to see we have spent over $1 million on human artists. Absolutely incredible. Good love V-Card, love gamer subs for standing by real artists and no AI. On top of that, we did get a little bit of a teaser here of V-Card TCG going Divine Calls, Chaos Answers. Looks like the next set is Divine Chaos, chat. Looks very, very cool. I'm very excited. I'm going to get a lot of VTubers that will fit this perfectly. So get excited for this, chat. No dates or anything. Just coming soon. In other news, guys, Beetle and Neurosama for both of their big hype train records. They're not getting just one, but two new global emotes that are on the way. So, of course, we have Neuro Jam. And since we got another record on top of that, that's right, we're getting Evil Jam as well. So everybody spam them in chat. Neuro Jam and Evil Jam. But again, big congratulations to them on their two hype train records. Absolutely crazy. Hype train level 123 and 126. Incredible, chat. Absolutely incredible. You'll love to see it. So, in other news, a little bit of a music news, actually, in case you haven't seen it. Fracky actually released an original song called Unknown. It's actually in 3D as well, so take a listen. Bro, Fracky's kind of a sleeper pick on music, I'm not gonna lie. Fracky kind of cooking lately, dude, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Fracky kind of killing it, so go give her some love. We love Fracky around here. Of course, also, if you missed it, Bow also released some brand new music as well. Saying my new emo anthem just dropped, my original song, Gonna Be Okay, is out now. So if you want to go give Bow some love, go do that, guys. Yeah, she'll be back in February, judging by what she said last time. So, on top of that, chat, I also want to talk about Kazuna Ai. And in case you missed her debut in Fortnite, well, Kazuna Ai's world is now coming to the world of Fortnite. That is right. So, if you've never seen Kazuna Ai's original world, it's themed around Shibuya. It has like a ton of little fun elements like crane games, photo spots, mini games, and more. So, literally, you can be playing in Fortnite, chat, and run through Kazuna Ai's world. Bro, this is the future of fucking VTubing. Like, look at this. That's crazy. That's crazy. Literally, Kazuna Ai's world is in fucking Fortnite. So, absolutely incredible, guys. So cool. I think she streamed Fortnite already. Or maybe that's coming up. I don't remember. I don't have that on my news. So, I thought she already did for some reason, but still very cool nonetheless. So, crazy, crazy work. VTubers are taking over, chat. In other news, we also going to take a look here. With Aka, who tweeted out, "Hi all, I pulled from the Creator Cards project due to the use of Gen AI art and music in the project. A fully AI card has been sent to print. Gen AI is against everything I stand for as a VTuber who loves artists." Yeah, look at this controller. It's like facing towards the camera. But of course, it says Grandma Gamer. And here's that card, right? In the Discord messages, they say, "Okay, I really hope this is what it looks like. Please tell me I'm going mad." Frog says, "I don't think any AI was used in the production of this art, although it's getting increasingly scary how hard they are to tell apart." And of course, somebody said, "True, the controller looks off." QB goes on to say, "I forgot about that one. Yes, I had somebody pull out the project the day we were approving the final designs for the printer. So that one was actually with all the shipping and stuff. I forgot about that. Full transparency, yes, it was AI." So, and of course, Akari's like, "Yeah, no, bro, I'm good." That does kind of suck to see, guys. Of course, even Blossom VT adding this as well. I'm actually gonna let you know what, elara, we haven't put you to work today. Why don't you read this out for me? Oh yeah, TTS is broken. That's right. Fuck. Hi, as some of you know, I was invited to the Creator Cards project. Unfortunately, I found out about the Gen AI that has been used in this project when it's explicitly advertised as AI free. the lead has since apologized and taken accountability for it. However, many people in the Discord are saying it's not a big deal, and it's only one card, and it's a small misstep. There are people, mainly non-VTubers, minimizing what happened and trying to say that Gen AI is the future anyway. Gen AI is not the present for VTubers. As long as we still exist, we will fight for human artists. Hell yeah. Love that. Please stop minimizing people's feelings and telling them how they need to move on and see the good in the project, especially since it's a non-VTuber. Your existence as a content creator does not sit around art. That's why it's not that big of a deal to you. Creative and some people are free to vent, get a refund, and have mature discussions about it. It's not just about one card. People feel lied to, and their feelings are valid. I've clarified with the artists that worked on my card. I've confirmed there was no Gen AI used for it. I'm sorry my fellow creators also feel let down. So, again, they did check with the artists. They said, no AI was used. And that's a good thing about that one card. I certainly really rubbed people the wrong way, and they won't be supporting it anymore. So, I want to let you know what's going down, chat. Another news, has anybody heard of this funny game that's on the Nintendo Switch called Groove Coaster? I've never played Groove Coaster. I really play a lot of those music type games. Well, Groove Coaster recently had an update, chat. And that's right, I had a VTuber update, which is super cool. So, of course, we have songs from Baron, we have Asusi and Moi Calliope collab. We have Fumoko songs. And we also have Himahina. Himahina actually is involved in a lot of music anyway, with music games. But that's right, the DLC VTuber Music Pack is available for the Groove Coaster game, which is super cool. So here are all the tracks. Looks fantastic. So really cool to see. Of course, you guys know what famous song this is right here. So, but big congrats to them. Of course, bow out in the comments, please. Yeah, Himahina always have a lot of music stuff involved in music games already. So very cool, chat. Very cool. And the final topic I want to talk about with you guys today. Actually, going to take a sip of my drink before we get into it. So guys, I do want to go check in here with Iron Mouse. Now, the other day, as you might all remember, I did cover this. However, this trailer is a lot nicer than what I covered, so I want to show it to you. But Iron Mouse now has new shirts available at Hot Topic. Let's fucking go, dude. I have a coupon for Hot Topic coming up. I'm getting my Iron Mouse shirt. I'm so excited. That's right, Mousy is part of Hot Topic now. She has 2 t-shirt designs. So take a look. I know I talked about it the other day, but this is better.
Merch is available at Hot Topic. You've seen me in the wild. It's absolutely true. I'm available at Hot Topic. We have 2 shirts, the Heart Tee, which is available online and in stores, but also the Birthday Tee, which is only available in stores at the end of January.
I think I want that one.
Early February only, so it's landing soon. I'm in your mall.
Honestly, you gotta remember Foxfire. They've had like HoloLive shirts. They've had like Moi Calliope. They've had like Crony. They've had Corone. Like they've had like a bunch of really cool like VTuber shirts. So big win for Mousy out here. And of course, chat. As much as I've reported on this, right? We talked about Iron Mouse and all the hate directed at Iron Mouse. Well, chat. Unfortunately, those haters are absolutely seething at this new news. So Mousy actually, her track that people tried to get taken down. Well, check this out. 10 million streams on Spotify for Cry For Me. Hell yeah, we love to see that. So, of course, Iron Mouse tuning up. Let's go. Thank you guys so much for listening. Huge accomplishment, chat. 10 million streams for Cry For Me. But wait, it actually gets a lot better. Because Cry For Me, I'm now hitting on the viral 50, spot number 3. That is right. This says 4, but it was 3 as far as the posting goes. Editor, fix that for me. Editor, fix that for me. Of course, Iron Mouse going to see Cry For Me. Hit global viral 50 at number 3. Absolutely incredible, chat. The haters are seething. The TikTokers are losing their minds in the comments right now. On top of that, of course, Shiro Beats, person to help with the music, says, "This is crazy, such a weird start to the year, but I'm grateful for the success of the song. More bangers on the way." Everybody make sure to comment Iron Mouse in the comments. The queen is back on her throne. The queen is thriving out here amidst all the hate, and you'd love to see it. Take that, TikTok haters. Take that, all the haters, dude. You tried to keep her down, and she came back even stronger. Absolutely awesome to see. You'll love to see it. However, chat. One more thing I want to talk about. Talking about hate directed towards Iron Mouse. Or at least, maybe not so much Iron Mouse, but Iron Mouse and Sea Dog. That is right. Well, let's go take a look here and check him in Hatsune Miku Colorful Stage. Of course, Colorful Stage is a, Android and iOS game that you can play, of course, centered around Hatsune Miku, all the characters in the universe. It's a music game, right? So of course, over here, Sea Dog and Iron Mouse are doing an event. They actually did this event yesterday, right? And of course, everybody just losing their fucking minds about it. People fucking hate Iron Mouse and Sea Dog so much, they want to just try to go after them again. So, is this guy just attached her and selling out? Follow Blue Archive's example. As you might remember, Blue Archive did cancel their collaboration with them over, Sea Dog. Or I'm going to assume Sea Dog because he's not a big supporter of Lolly type stuff. Shit, here we go again. Can someone elaborate as to what the actual problem with them being sponsored by this game is? They're both fans of this. What's the issue? Generally don't understand. There is no issue. It's just people being fucking haters, right? I'd cry for me. Now, this is a game they're fitted to be in more. Quite excited to see it. How these two surgically attach their careers together or something. Oh my god. Iron Mouse, damn, the comments are crazy. I wanted this to be canceled too. Ew. Looking forward to it. Well, god dang it, what? So excited. So as you can see, guys, some people are excited. Other people are just being hateful as always. So the thing is, though, is like, they do a lot of stuff together because they're a good pair together. They make good content together. It's like when me and Rusu hang out, right? Like, me and Rusu make good content together. Of course we want to hang out more, right? Like, that's what we love to do. So we love to make content together, and you make good content together. So why wouldn't they work together? They're like a dynamic duo. They got voted as the best duo at the Streamer Awards. So, like, this is a good fit for them. Hatsune Miku is very, very tied. I would say that Hatsune Miku is like VTuber adjacent, right? Like, very, very tied to VTuber culture. So this makes sense that they would want to fucking play a Hatsune Miku game. You know what I mean? So, it's just people being hateful as always. I hope they had a great stream, and yeah, you know how it is, chat. Just haters seething. Imagine having it better on your life than have to attack a single woman, exactly. But also, it's like having ice cream cake to watch him. Yeah, it's really like, you get ice cream and then you get a brownie to go with it. Like, bro, of course you want to watch them. Their energy is infectious with each other, right? So, absolutely crazy. Hatsune Miku's a VTuber, but it's one of those. Because I'm saying, like, it's, Hatsune Miku is very VTuber adjacent and very tied to VTuber culture, right? Very, very tied to it. They end up been working together with content for more than, I don't know, Skull, probably not. They're just hating to hate. You know how it is. So people just want to find some reason to go after other people because it doesn't align with their personal belief system, or sometimes they just want to hate because they want to. And it's really sad, dude. It's really, really sad. I'm like, come on, guys. We can do better than this. We can do better than do something else with your time, man. Like, when do you have to go attack somebody? So, I don't get it, guys. I don't get it. Haters gonna hate. That's true. Absolutely. Haters gonna hate. Better words have never been spoken, chat. So, all right, cuties. I told you it was a short one. I don't really have a lot for you today. I'm really sad. I wanted to chat more, but that's all I got, guys. I don't have anything more for you. So, thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate all of you. I think we're gonna go see. I think we'll go see I, because she was. We were talking about her earlier, and she's doing a little chibi model later. So, thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for a great conversation. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Okay, guys. I'm gonna be hanging out in Discord most of the day. I'm gonna be working on some work that I gotta do. I might play some Night Rain later. So. Hop into Discord, and come hang out with me. I might have my mic off for a little bit, but I'll see you guys later. See you tomorrow for memes and reacts. We're doing a double stream tomorrow. Remember, we're going to be doing reacts, and then we're going to be hanging out with Tuppy, reacting to your memes. So, I will see you guys then. Please have fun. Have a great rest of your day, okay? Bye, everybody. Bye, YouTube. See you later, kitties. Vomi, thank you so much for the donut as well. I missed that. Bye, kitty. Bye, Twitter. Bye, Twitch. Get out of